We're here. Hello.
Hello.
Naomi's here too. For
Hello.
once, you are not working in the evening. No, in the morning, I mean. Usually on Sundays, you work
You
like a.
already fucked it up, Dev. It's time to give up.
Usually in the mornings, you do like an 8 to 12 or a 7:30 to 4 or like a something to a 1. But
Yeah.
today, you're actually working in the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because the more skilled people are needed in the mornings, obviously. And it's
Oh,
not like I already got a call from work because they needed help with something.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
Oh, man,
As
that's
I was
ridiculous.
making coffee.
That's ridiculous, dude. Okay. Does this mean that like you're gonna have your night shift tonight just hanging over your head all day, just like oh?
I mean, not really. I'm just it's if it was a longer shift, yeah, but it's a pretty short shift today, so.
Yeah, yeah. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Listen, guys, I had coffee and I'm now more tired.
Hi, chat. Hi, everyone. Listen, the chat will appear on the screen. Only Twitch chat is appearing right now, but eventually the YouTube chat bot will kick in. Big Dro, hey, how have you been, dude? I see you over in Twitch chat, Big Dro.
I
Um,
can't see the Twitch chat.
it's literally right here.
Yeah, no, I can't see it. It's
Okay,
super
fine.
far away. No, it's okay.
I'll get it for Naomi. Hold on. I'm gonna get Naomi the Twitch chat. I'm gonna get Naomi the Twitch chat.
Can't you just do nice things without being an annoying cunt?
No.
God damn it, Dev.
Thanks for the sub. Numer 40.
Thanks.
Thank you, buddy. Very appreciated. In fact, there it is. Finally,
Chat.
Dev stopped eating. Okay, here. I'll pull up that chat for you, Naomi.
Oh, that's bright.
It's gonna go over here, though.
Okay.
The weekly sip, more like yearly sip. Yeah. Okay, so listen. Hey, this month's sip. Get out of here, Nova. Okay, no, real quick, Big Dro. Like, I mentioned on a few streams ago on one of the gaming streams that like my biggest fans, I think, who are like consistently the most positive, are Big Dro and Shawnimon.
Yeah.
Those two guys, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed, wait, Big Dro hasn't been around in a while. Where did he go?
Good job, Dev.
So welcome back, Big Dro. What's up, buddy? So actually, I do want to point out this is something that I said this on that gaming stream, but I'll say it here now because it's kind of related. I might as well just say it before we get started. People talk a lot about parasociality, right? How no, Odin, you're pretty good too, but you're not here consistently, Odin. I caught the streams after they went live. Okay, yeah, fair enough, Big Dro, fair enough. No, here's the thing. People talk about parasociality a lot and how like YouTubers can exploit their audiences, and sometimes they don't even mean to exploit them, but it's just that their audience becomes like obsessed with them because we're actually friends, but you don't actually know them because it's through a screen.
Hashtag exploiting is good.
Parasociality, and like that's a real problem. But the honest truth is, parasociality goes both ways because when people stop coming around, I notice, and I'm like, where'd that guy go? He was always really cool. Where'd that guy go? You know. And when people, especially when people become hate watchers, or they become like active haters, like they go to other communities and start shit talking you, I notice then too. And it always actually kind of feels pretty bad whenever it happens. So parasociality definitely goes both ways. It's not just the YouTuber exploiting their audience. There's definitely things that audiences can do to hurt YouTubers. Considering how many YouTubers have gone fucking insane, I'm pretty sure that's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, this is some good coffee.
You're welcome. Even though you put all this stuff in it.
I like watching your stuff on Odyssey, but there are no dedicated tabs, so shorts flood your vids. Yeah, the shorts, honestly, it's the best way to get ahead on YouTube right now, so.
No. Dev giving in to the fucking...
Wait, Odin, you're an active hate watcher. Odin, no. I mean, like jokes aside, there actually are active hate watchers out there. Oh my god, dude, I watched a recent V video that wasn't about me at all.
Oh, sure.
No, seriously, it
Then
seriously
why
wasn't.
were you watching?
Because I watch V's videos.
Sure.
You get beatings for that.
Ow.
Okay, so I watch V's videos sometimes, and I watch one that wasn't like sometimes he makes videos about me, and he's usually wrong, but it's fine. We have like a good back and forth. But I watched a recent V video that wasn't about me at all, and in the comments, first thing is like a very well-known dev hate watcher, or like no, he doesn't watch me anymore, but like he used to watch me a lot, and now he fucking hates me, and he's like talking about me in the comments. I'm like, what the fuck? This video isn't about me at all. But he's like bringing me up just randomly because like Jesus Christ, talk about fucking obsessed, dude.
Don't you enjoy just living rent free in people's brains?
According to Chubb Logic, we are close personal friends because I subbed to his channel. That's right, guys. Listen here. You have to understand. Parasociality exists everywhere but here. If you want our friendship to start like really kicking off, you got to start dropping those donations, okay?
You're so dumb.
I will be your personal friend if you start sending super chats, guys.
Guys, I can confirm that Dev isn't a great friend. Don't do it.
Why are you doing like Naomi? You can't do this on the fucking stream.
They can't see. It's okay.
$5 from Jasso Havens. You're the YouTube Shorts fed otaku now, Devo.
Yeah, Dev, you're giving into the
Thanks,
fucking
pal.
algorithm and the influencing lifestyle.
The influencing lifestyle.
You've changed, Dev.
Dev,
You're not the YouTuber you once were.
Oh no. Wait, PSA Sitch doesn't like you? Why? Why, Lucifer? That sucks, dude. Rip.
Well, because you're unlikable.
Oh. No, but no,
Except for when
it's
you're
him.
likable.
It's him. It's talking about him, Lucifer, not me.
Oh.
PSA Sitch doesn't like me, but I like his videos. That's not what I fucking said.
Oh. Listen, I can't read.
Bonus point. Bonus friend points if you send him lewds and nudes. Yep, that's how it is.
No, that's just an official, hey, I offer myself to the harem.
Remember that time the Dev took a big sip and started coughing because it went down the wrong way? That happened several times. All my supers go to VTubers, you fucking simp. Listen, why would you ever donate to a girl online? She's not gonna fuck you.
Because she's cute.
Not a reason.
Why not?
It's not a reason.
Okay.
No, seriously. Like,
well, I mean, people can spend their money how they want. I don't care.
yeah, but it's bad to do so.
So? Life's
So?
bad.
Slaps.
You
Listen,
have to find
no.
the joy in anything.
I have a girlfriend. Why would I ever give my money to any other woman over Naomi? It makes no fucking sense.
What about your mom?
No.
What if your parents were more poor?
Depends. It really depends still.
Okay.
I mean, I watched the YouTube chat new paper. I'm looking at it right now. What the fuck?
It's on the biggest screen.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'm gonna finish my coffee real quick. I'm almost done. I'm gonna finish it up. Why should I donate to you, Dev? Pitch yourself. Because the content that I provide is not simply a person who is cute, jiggling around on screen and getting your dick hard, and then like selling you a false promise of maybe you'll be able to get with me if you give me enough money. I'm not giving you that promise. I'm actually giving you real content.
Yeah, the only promise you give is to jiggle around on camera.
Dev OnlyFans when, thanks Jasso Havens. Lives in Dev's walls, thanks $2, man. Because we're friends doesn't mean I'm paying rent.
That's fair, I understand. You get the walls, we spend the money.
Hold on. I just love the whole lives in your walls thing. Well, because like the meme has two. It has two meanings, right? Like lives in your walls is like someone who's fucking paranoid and is like they're in the walls, dude, and like nothing's there because they're just like losing it. And the other one is when you have like an influencer where their fans who are insane have actually moved into the walls to be closer to them. And for some reason, Odin lives in the attic and lives in Dev's walls. Lives in the walls.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are like the unknown, the evil chocolate maker who lives in the walls.
That was lame.
So do Odin and do the two of them hang out?
Bastard.
Do the two of them hang out?
No.
House of Pass, $5. Thank you. My local library needs security. What has this world come to when a woman can't jack her D in the bathroom? What bigots? How should they solve this, Dev?
You just solve that by sneaking out books in your vagina.
Actually, here's the interesting thing. Should it be illegal to masturbate in a public bathroom? If you're like closed off in a stall, like it's a one-person bathroom and you're just in there jerking off. I mean, no one can see you.
Is it audible?
Assume it's not audible. Assume no one knows.
Mm.
Should it be against the rules? Because you're still in private.
If it's busy, yeah, because you're still taking up a stall.
What if you can like masturbate and come in like 2 minutes? Just
2 minutes is a long time in a bathroom. What the fuck are you doing in there?
Hold on, I've taken longer shits in bathrooms. when I'm like in public.
In
bathrooms.
public?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta get your fucking fiber intake.
No.
up
Listen,
there, buddy.
listen. There have been times when like I was at work.
Mhm.
Okay, I worked at your workplace, so you know.
Mm.
I
Well,
didn't.
I don't know. We barely work together.
No. But like I didn't want you know what I'm gonna say. I didn't want to go all the way upstairs to go to the staff bathroom, so I went to the public one in the front of the store, and I would just like sit there and like scroll on my phone for like 10 minutes.
You're a bad person. You're actually
I just
a
like,
bad
you know
person.
what? I don't want to fucking deal with work right now. I'm just gonna.
Then go up to the fucking staff bathroom. Nobody goes up there because you're all fucking selfish assholes.
The public one's nicer.
No, it's not.
It was when I was there.
It's not.
Now it's not, maybe, but still. Point is that what I was just like,
You're a bad person.
listen, I quit that job. It's fine.
You're a bad person.
And also, all the bosses have moved on. They can't even hurt me now.
It doesn't matter. You're still a bad person.
The only person still there is like you and 3 like full timers or something.
No, it's like all the full time.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I don't want to talk about work. Fuck you.
Yeah, you got to go there in a few hours anyway.
You're just a fucking asshole.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I just want to talk about bathrooms.
Yeah, and how you're a bad person.
Am I?
You're a selfish
Anyway,
person when it comes to public spaces.
The actual the answer the question is, should you be able to jerk off at a public bathroom?
I think the answer is probably no. Like if it's like if
Assume you're quiet, assume you're
if
quick.
the bathroom is deserted, like it's not busy, then I suppose if I can't hear you, I really don't care. But like if there's a huge fucking lineup and you're taking a stall or the entire bathroom, then no, fuck you. You're a terrible person.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Hold on. Dev's stance is understandable. VTubers are an existential threat to many streamers. No, I don't view them as a threat because I offer something that VTubers don't offer, right? Like you want to go to VTubers and see someone jiggle around, go ahead, right? But that's like saying that porn actresses, like chatterbait models, are an existential threat to streamers or like YouTubers. No, they're not, because we offer fundamentally different things. The issue is, should you be giving your money to women who are explicitly appearing on camera, very made up, very attractively, with the sole purpose of milking money out of you? The answer to that is no. You should be getting a girlfriend instead.
What if I can't get a girlfriend?
Get good.
Become the girlfriend.
go trans maxing.
No, just
And here's the thing.
femboy maxing.
I say this liking some VTubers, right? But most VTubers are 100% just there to milk money from lonely simps. All right? And do not be a simp, guys. Do not be a simp.
Except for your girlfriend.
Yep.
No.
Hold on. Oh, it's all scrolled away.
You missed. No, you read that
There we go.
one.
Vitek, thanks for the 50. What are these? Is that check money? I like the part when Dev said it's Devin time instead of making videos devoid of any value. Truly the most devious moment of all time. Listen, you're gonna have to live with it, buddy. You know, I think the gentrification video has a lot of value, to be honest. There's like a lot of the smaller videos. Hold on. I'm just gonna check it out real quick. So, like, obviously, all the TikTok Tuesdays are just goofy. Like, they don't really have any real value. I think gentrification.
You know what's funny? If they come from your videos and have no real value, that means your videos have no real value.
Yeah, but they're easy and they're fun, and I enjoy doing them, and I get paid. So.
Oh well,
Yeah.
you're a bad person.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But no, like a gentrification gamble is, I think, a pretty good video because it's like a 15-minute discussion on gentrification. I think I put forward the ideas pretty well. The media, our conservatives media illiterate video, I think, is a great video. It's one of my better ones for sure.
Okay, listen. Nobody is media literate.
I am.
No, you're not. No one's media literate anymore.
I think my "What exactly does woke mean" video, it's very intro level because I have to like very explicitly explain some intro ideas, but I think it's very useful. I think the squatters' rights video was pretty good. Like, no, man, I think I've done a lot of decent stuff. Just not TikTok Tuesday.
Toot toot the horn that Dev is.
Tooting my own horn.
Toot toot.
$20 from adherent to Lady Columbia. Thank you. Hey, Dev, the original creator of Fallout is on YouTube and reviewing the series. So far, he's liked the first 2 episodes. This is something I've come to this is something that I've come to, is that in the 10 years, only 5 people that have complained are making new culture. I don't know exactly what you mean by those numbers specifically, but it is, you know what I've noticed? Like, people who were edgy back in the day, they are now, like, just cucks. So even if they made, like, decent Fallout, they're going to look at new Fallout, even though it's objectively worse than the original, and say, that's good, that's my original vision, because his vision has actually changed over time as well. If you have that channel, though, I want to see it. Send me the original creator of Fallout. Send me that channel. I want to see. I want to see him talk about the Fallout show. By the way, apparently it's really bad.
We're not watching it. We already have to watched.
So
what's
V
it
Arch,
called? Halo.
yeah, V Arch and I talked about it on the stream. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit. So you
I
haven't played.
don't want to.
Just let me tell you, woman.
Ah.
Okay, now listen. Okay, so you haven't played New Vegas.
No, because you've banned me from playing other Fallouts.
So listen, I'm going to tell you about New Vegas. Okay.
Okay, sure.
So New Vegas takes place after the new California Republic has been established.
Okay.
So this is like several hundred years after the bombs have fallen,
Yep.
and they're rebuilding governments.
Yep.
Okay, and there's this three-way war
Yep.
happening in New Vegas between Mr. House, who owns the city, Caesar's Legion, which is like a slave state out east, and then New California Republic, which is like the NCR is basically just like America kind of reborn, like the same kind of government, you know, very like liberal and bureaucratic, and you know, so. And you can choose which ideology you want to follow, because the three of them are very different types of states they're trying to build. And the issue is that by the way, that's the most beloved Fallout. It's probably the best Fallout, New Vegas. It's the one that everyone likes, best story, best like everything. It's amazing. The issue is that the Fallout TV show, they confirmed it to be in canon with the games, and that in the canon of the show, 4 years before the expansion of the NCR eastward into New Vegas, the NCR's capital was destroyed by a nuclear weapon, and they're ruined, and they don't exist anymore, aside from being a few gangs running around. But it's like no, they're like a fully functioning state with an army, and they have farms, and they have like manufacturing. Like no, they're a functioning civilization, and the show is like no, they're not.
Okay.
They just completely contradicted their own lore.
Oh.
And they didn't quite retcon the game of New Vegas out of existence. It's just that New Vegas doesn't make sense anymore with the new lore. And when they do actually show the city of New Vegas in the show, it's like a ruin. So it's like, oh, you actually just ruined the best game, and your show fucking sucks.
Well, I mean,
people are actually mad about it.
Look at the chat.
Yeah, fuck the show. Fallout 1, 2, and New Vegas are the only canon games. Wait, the Fallout TV show is decent. The detractors are overstating it. It's not perfect, but it's not horrible either. 7 out of 10. Bethesda has always had a problem with retcons and zero care for the lore. Yeah, but like... Okay, hold on. Killfang, I'm looking. Dev, this was a culture war rumor. That's not what happened, man. Dude, okay. Arch has now watched the whole show. And like I went over it with him, and he was like, no. They actually blew up the capital of the NCR 4 years before New Vegas happened. Like that's actually... Okay, no. The show doesn't retcon it, and New Vegas isn't destroyed. Killfang, do you want me to fucking show you the picture from the show of New Vegas destroyed?
I mean, this is the SIP where you just argue with the chat for an hour, and then we do articles for 20
But
minutes.
honestly, here's the thing though: like New Vegas being destroyed isn't even the crazier part. The worst part about it is that they completely you know what happens? Okay, no, listen. There's people in New Vegas who say, I want to go back to Shady Sands. Shady Sands is a fucking smoldering crater in the show. Why would people 4 years later say, I want to go back?
Well, to be fair, it's I want to go back, but it's dead, so I can't.
No, they're clearly like traders who are going between there and New Vegas, and they're like caravans. Like, I can't wait to go home. Like, that's what it is. No, they ruined fucking everything. They ruined fucking everything, dude. Oh yeah, also they ruined the character of Mr. House. Because the whole point of Mr. House is that he was this like Howard Hughes style visionary who knew that the war was going to happen, and he like locked himself away in a bunker and hooked himself into a bunch of machines to give himself immortal life. And now he's like running a robot army from underneath New Vegas to try and rebuild humanity. But in the show, Mr. House is there, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to nuke the entire world." He actually caused like the whole thing. Like it's it's so stupid. It's so stupid, dude.
See, I don't have a stake in this because I don't care. Because I don't know any of the lore. So you're alone in your hatred. Sorry.
Okay, I'm looking. All the chat's telling me I'm wrong, but no way, you're wrong. Okay, Fallout.
Arch is a culture war retard. I wouldn't take his word for anything. I wouldn't be surprised if that was true.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'll have to look at these later. Here, I'll open these up and look at them later, but I want to pull up the official Fallout timeline. Okay. Timeline, Fallout Wiki. We are going to 2277. The fall of Shady Sands occurs. Was an event starting in 2277 and ended sometimes in the 2280s. Well, I'm looking at it here. Can I pull it up? Yeah, you guys can see it with me here. Okay. 2277. Yeah, Vault 33 opening is the TV show. The Vault 33 is in Santa Monica and Los Angeles. Okay. The fall of Shady Sands. This was the downfall of the New California Republic.
I will not hug Dev, but I will give him head pats.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks. The destruction of Shady Sands. When did this happen? Stop. Stop.
But I was told to give you head pats.
By
myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, bad.
That's mean. And also, you'd miss me.
Maybe.
Was a what? Dev, what does that emote mean? You can't make the fucking emotes and not know what they mean, you fuck.
It's crit.
God.
So that means critical hit, but also critique.
I hate you. I hate you and your emote language. You're making me learn that you don't even know.
So anyway, hold on. I'm looking at this. They made the last president of the United States a communist. They made House the start of the nuclear war instead of the Enclave or the aliens, which was the two possibilities in the old lore. Yeah. Well, no, also in Fallout 3, they said China started the war. But you can't say that in 2024. Anyway, no, listen, I 100% am on the side of Fallout ruined New Vegas because it was the most famous one, and Todd Howard didn't make New Vegas, so he's pissed about it. You see? It is unclear what the precise order of events that are led to the destruction of Shady Sands. Maximus was a child when the city was nuked, and a young man in 2296. Fallout New Vegas takes place in 2281, and there is nothing in its lore to suggest that the capital of the NCR had been destroyed in a nuclear blast at that time. Oh, by the way, also, yeah, you can, at the conclusion of Lonesome Road, you can actually choose to nuke the NCR. So, like, was this the nuke that destroyed it?
Probably.
But the fall of Shady Sands is dated to 2277.
That's okay.
Like, okay, even if we assume that Shady Sands wasn't actually nuked in 2277, the capital of the NCR fell somehow in 2277. And yet, the NCR was prosperous enough to be expanding in 2281. It makes no sense, guys. It makes no fucking sense. All you lore copers in the chat who are like, no, Dave, you don't understand it. Everything's fine. No, you're wrong. Fuck you.
Isn't that just Bethesda? Because Bethesda kind of sucks.
Oh yeah, them too. Like, here's the thing. There was
stop liking things that are bad.
Well, listen, it was good. It's not good anymore. It was good 10 years ago. Yeah. Okay, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Listen, chat. Listen. This was not the only lore problem that Bethesda's had. There's a drug created after the war called Jet, and it's made out of Brahmin fumes. And Brahmins are two-headed cows that were like mutated, right? So they make this drug, but it's only existed after the bombs fell. It's not like a pre-war drug. And there's a vault full of drugs that were being, as the vault was being built, they were stocking it full of drugs. And one of the shipping manifests says Jet. So clearly it's like it's a lore inconsistency. This is back when Fallout 4 came out in like 2017. And people were bugging one of the writers on Twitter, like, hey, this is a mistake, like, what's going on? And the writer on Twitter was like, well, very clearly they were actually just continuing to restock the vault after the bombs fell. And everyone's like, that makes no fucking sense, dude. And then he says, "Why are you taking this so seriously? It's very clearly just a story. Why do you care?" And it's like, just admit that it's fine. You made a mistake. Just admit that you made a mistake. Like, you don't gotta be an asshole to your fucking fans on Twitter and be like, "Why do you care so much?" Okay, we'll stop caring.
Listen,
We'll stop buying your fucking stuff. Like, fuck you, dude.
Listen, if you have a Twitter account, you're just automatically an asshole. So that's how it goes.
Mhm.
Yep.
Wasn't the Jet retcon first in Fallout 3? No. No, Jet was always no. That was no. As far as I understand, Numer. Maybe I'm wrong, but anyway, thanks for that $20 super chat. Like, triggered a big like side conversation. So we should watch Fallout.
Nah.
No?
You have to get through Halo first.
Yeah, we gotta. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna get all the super chats. Thanks, guys. Thanks everyone for all your support today. Toilet paper rolling over or under the roll? Over, Jasso.
Okay. It is over. However, I have learned that if you have a cat or really stupid young children, it should be under.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. Sean King, $5. Thank you. I'm glad you're back. I needed my dev fix and I started to go through parasocial withdrawal. Welcome back, buddy. Tricky Mario, thanks for the $5. Hey Dev, I'm gonna watch the sip later today rather than viewing it live. What do you think of the newest attack on Israel from Iran? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. That's like actually like a phrase going viral on Twitter right now. Nothing ever happens because everyone's like, "Oh my god, the World War III is starting, guys!" What? Nothing happened. Israel intercepted all the drones. There's no escalation.
Well, didn't Israel start it because they attacked something of Iran's, and then Iran was just like, "Fuck you, drones."
No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think so. Well, chat fill us in, I guess, but I don't think so.
It was like my brain is screaming enclave. Like it wasn't like an embassy, but it was something close.
You mean Gaza? The Gaza Strip?
No.
No, but Israel attacked that because they like fucking murdered and raped a bunch of people on October 7th.
No, it's something separate.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
$10 from Moondoggy. Thank you. Here's some money. I like watching you, AJW, Amala, and Sitch and Adam because you add some sanity and wanting to look at situations for what it most likely is instead of wanting to preach to me about the enemy. Yeah, man, that's how I do it.
The consulate.
Most people are good people. They just have different views. It's fine. And also, most people have like 95% the same views. They just word them very differently to the point that like you're just arguing over definitions. Yeah, I am on Kick, but no one watches on Kick. It's like 95% on YouTube, 4% on Twitch, and 1% on Kick, basically. Roy for $10, thank you. Hey Dev, have you heard about the Israel-Iran situation? Are you on team nothing ever happens or team major happening? Yeah, I'm from Israel. It was pretty wild. News here are talking about a response to come. There will probably be a response, but I know Biden's not going to support the Israeli response, so you guys are going to have to go it alone. But yeah, I know what you mean. It does seem like there's not much happening, though, to be honest. Israel struck the Iranian embassy in Syria. Oh, why did they do that?
Okay, no, yes, Israel bombed the embassy in Damascus. Like, everyone's saying
Yeah.
Israel bombed something of Iran's, and then Iran, I said, was no, fuck you, drones.
Yeah. Oh, because Hamas was at the embassy. Okay. Yeah, well, you know what? It's time for Israel to cleanse the entire fucking Middle East in righteous nuclear fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here with your stupid troll face.
What do you mean?
That's a troll
Naomi,
face.
they put you in a burqa. What do you care?
I don't want to be in a burqa.
Exactly, so nuke them.
Stop.
They're evil, and they must be fucking brought to heel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're not having this conversation in stream. And I'm too tired.
Giga Chad
Either
based.
Fuck's sakes.
Channels called Timothy Kane. I meant that channels like Flash or Arch, we have 1,000s of critic channels, but only very few are trying to create art, movies, culture. Criticism is just an industry. Here's the reason why, Columbia. It costs a lot to create your own stuff. Like V's making a game, and he's like learning how much it costs to fucking make a game, right? Criticism just costs less. I would love to be able to actually make my own content and like of a game or of a show or something, and then put that out there and have that be my main source of income. But I just can't. there's no money in it for me, and it costs too much, and I'm not going to get that much out of it. So we have to be part of the criticism industry, unfortunately. It sucks, but it is what it is, you know. $5 from Fondue. On that note, today on 40K, the West has fallen. Millions of custodies will be transitioned. Oh, did they finally announce that there's going to be female Space Marines?
Oh.
That's a big deal, by the way.
I don't care because I don't know.
You don't know 40K?
No.
In the original lore,
yeah, okay, no,
the
I know
Space
this
Marines
part
were male only.
because you have ranted about this on the fucking gaming stream like a million times, so I know this.
Male
part.
only, and they've been trying to get female Space Marines this whole fucking time, and they're finally retconning thing. I think.
Listen, I think that everything is just terrible now. And everyone, at some point, should just take the leap and make new. Lost my sentence as I was saying it.
Make new properties instead of ruining.
Thank you.
Yep. There are now officially female custodies, the gold ones that are stronger than Space Marines.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
this
wait,
is
are
from.
custodies different?
No, they can only be men.
Oh.
So much for Rule 10 and female Space Marines.
Oh.
She lingered in the shadows. Okay, yeah.
She lingered in the shadows.
Yeah. See, that's the worst part about it, is that there's already an all-female faction to complement the all-male faction. The Sisters of Battle. So, the fact that they are... The fact that they're putting female ones into the male one, it's... That's it, guys. It's done. It's done. Warhammer 40K has died. Yeah, the Chaos Gods have taken over, guys. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna poke Arch with this. Give me a moment. I'm gonna DM it to Arch and be like, "Hey, Arch," because I don't care that much about Warhammer 40K, but that's like Arch's big thing.
Dev, make a shitty mystery RPG Maker game about someone in your audience who wants to fuck the short flat otaku and bringing them to justice, only to reveal an entire conspiracy of people plotting against you, threatening to destroy the entire server in the process.
That'd be a terrible fucking game. I'm posting this in the secret chat. Naomi, don't read anything you're seeing on screen.
Okay. LOL, great.
Yes, Sargon said that yesterday. Okay, you guys have fun with that. Okay, let's bring everything back. Okay, here we are. Okay.
We're bringing it back.
Emmer Yasser, thanks for the 10 dinars. Fallout New Vegas overrated. Gameplay sucks. Talk about World War III. World War III isn't happening. But thank you for the money. Kevin PH, $4.99. Some people want prettier apartments or apartments that aren't built in modern architecture. What are your thoughts? Also, anti-car movement video when? You can, like, you don't have to make your apartment blocks giant, gray, and disgusting. You can make decent looking places. I don't know why people don't.
Yeah.
I think it's because, like, oh god, how deep do you want to get into this?
Not.
TLDR. Because making something look pretty costs more money than just making it appear there and just be functional. Because you have to like have functionality and then aesthetics on top of the functionality. Mm-hmm. So aesthetics cost extra money. Mm-hmm. And insofar as you have people who are like, no, we must be efficient. We have to provide for as many people as possible. You know, the pure materialist analysis leaves no room for aesthetics, right? That's why all the leftists don't really like they say, oh, well, we all create the best art. Like, no, you don't. You know what you actually create? You create like gray, lifeless fucking buildings. Anti-car movement video when? I'm not sure if I have a really opinion on the pro or anti-car thing. You know, there's some people who are like, your car is destroying the world. We must ban people from owning their own vehicles, and everyone must use public transit. And it's like, fuck off. Listen,
I would use public transit more if our fucking city was set up for it better.
Yeah, but like, also I like having our own car. Like,
no, yeah, like
fuck other people.
It's annoying because, like, I do think that people should get away from fossil fuels, considering we are slowly running out. You know, that is a thing that should happen.
Yeah, but
that's just a fact of life.
We'll just have electric vehicles.
No, yeah, I know, but like electric vehicles aren't aren't inexpensive enough to like be available for like the poor who can still afford a car.
We'll get there. It'll just
You
take
know, I
time.
know at some point, but like half the problem is that most cities, especially like in North America, aren't set up for fucking public transit. They just aren't. It's just the way it is. So public transit sucks in them. It's not like like some places in Europe or Asia where they actually have really amazing public transit systems. And I'm just like, give.
But here's the thing: even if we had those, I still wouldn't be like, let's just destroy the car and like take the bus. No, I like having our own.
No, yeah, I understand that, but
Yeah.
realistically, we don't go. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I have agree with you, and I still have my opinion, so whatever.
Yeah, sure. $5 from Emi Hoshino. I remember hearing Todd loves both the OG Fallouts and New Vegas. Todd did not work on New Vegas, and I do think that it's actually a bit of him disliking the fact that the most popular one is the one he didn't work on. Jasso Havens, $10, thank you. In 2277, which would be the first Battle of Hoover Dam before New Vegas, which would be the long and costly war in Vegas against the Legion, the jet thing was also an oversight. They fixed it in Fallout 76. That's great. They should just patch it in Fallout 4, though. It's like just change the text of a fucking manifest. Highland Juggalo, $5. The bigger problem are the new fans that think it's fine arguing with a guy about exactly your complaints. This person apparently loves New Vegas. Yeah, the fucking, the tourists who aren't actually real fans. I know what you mean. Yeah, but thank you. Megalag, $5. Iran trying to not embarrassing themselves by failing to attack. Level impossible. They sent like a couple hundred drones and they all got shot down by Israel. It's like, well, you suck. Tereshchenko, $20. Iran launched 120 medium-range ballistic missiles at Israel, and the NBC said last night that there's a possibility of direct conflict between the two countries. What is with the wishy-washy language of the media? Because here's the thing: when you're in the Middle East, launching a few missiles is just normal. It is not actually indicative of a state of war.
That's sad.
Because they're a bunch of fucking barbarians. They're barbarians using modern technology instead of sticks. Sean King, $5. I'm gonna keep my dark angels pure and free of female corruption. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Tereshchenko, $5. If GW made the Bros of Battle, it would directly contradict the reason the Sisters of Battle exist. Oh yeah, listen, Warhammer's done, guys. It's cooked. It's cooked. Admin Friended, $10. I thought the New Vegas wasn't seen as canon because it's not made and owned by Bethesda, so Bethesda not following the lore and making new lore kind of makes sense for the Todd universe. I think Bethesda published it, but it was developed by like another company that they like licensed the IP to, yeah. Jesus, guys, thanks for all the super chats today, man. I appreciate it. Adherent to Lady Columbia, $5. I understand book, movies, and games, but what of music, books, or even simple art? Right-wing hentai art, for fuck's sake. H art? Does that mean hentai? The right does not even crowdfund. Positive view. Yeah, okay. The relationship the two groups have with art is very different and a bit beyond the scope of this. I'm going to make a video on it someday. Jiggy Calzone, $10. Thank you. Joker 2, cool or cringe? The involvement of Gaga is a red flag for me. Also not a sequel that was needed. As far as I know, Todd Phillips never directed a musical. It seems like a cynical cash-in on Joker, on the first Joker movie. Yeah, they're making a musical of the second Joker movie. And it's going to be Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker again, and then Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn.
I don't know how well Lady Gaga acts.
Neither do I, but I mean, if you're gonna get a musical, if you're making a musical, you might as well get Lady Gaga.
No, yeah, I know, but like I know she sort of does drag a bit, so like I think like what's funny is that like most of the time if the second movie is like a musical or like something really cheesy like this, it's usually a really bad sign, but that kind of fits for the Joker's character.
And also for Harley Quinn, yeah.
Yeah, so
you can make a pretty decent like over the top drag Harley Quinn if you wanted.
Oh yeah, 100%. So I honestly am just in the opinion of we need to wait and see because it can of course be very, very bad, but like just because of the character that it is, it could be good. So yeah, I guess we'll find out.
Okay. Name I can't pronounce for €5. If you make a video about car haters, then also about cycling haters, it definitely goes both
Fucking
ways.
everyone hates bicycles.
Yeah. Dude, people are just like retarded when it comes to getting around.
I mean, just the act of transportation, no matter what it is, including if you're walking somewhere, everyone's gonna hate what you're doing, so it doesn't matter.
Listen, $5. The Lonesome Road nukes target 2 within Las Vegas. Dry Wells and Long 15. Both are named. Shady Sands was not a target. I am the Fallout lore autist. Okay, well, even then, fair enough, Willison, but it still doesn't make any sense that the fall of Shady Sands would happen 4 years fucking before 4 years before the NCR was expanding into New Vegas. It doesn't make any sense. The lore doesn't make any sense. Fucking terrible show. Everyone who made it should be fucking executed and then dipped into acid.
Sure, Dev.
Yes. What do you mean? What do you mean sure? Yes, of course.
Sure, Dev.
$20 from Lord Mars. Thank you. Love your stuff. Would you watch the videos listed below? What videos listed below? Also, primary principal video when? Also, I don't suppose STV is on your radar. I don't know what STV is, sorry. DEI as sarcastic entryism by New Discourse Bullets in the Cathedral by Mentis Wave. I'll look at them. Okay. I think I already understand the Cathedral, though. Because that's a mold bug thing. But sure, thank you very much for the $20, dude. Adherent to Lady Columbia, $5. Some of these tourists are actual fans, just that 10 to 20 years have passed and the fans don't create canon, and the creators do, and they proceed forward. Yeah, the issue is that a lot of the creators and the fans themselves have also changed, right? Like, you have people who they were making the game 20 years ago or whatever, or 30 years ago in some of these cases, and now they're like, I've changed. I have trolls remorse. I'm rewriting what I made before. And it's like, well, it is your thing, and you can do that, but you suck. You know what I mean?
You suck.
Yeah. $2. What's the difference in left versus right art? I already said I'm not covering that today. It's too big. I'm making a video of it. But thank you for the $2. Video will come eventually.
So you were smart to only give $2 that time, Lady Columbia.
Rana, $4 or $5. Thank you. I despise being young. I feel like a tourist in every community I'm in. I'm in, even when I've been involved for years and actually enjoy things. It's one of those things where like imagine being, a 9 or a 10-year-old right now and being like, I like Legend of Zelda, and like you've played Breath of the Wild and you've played Tears of the Kingdom, and then you have like fans who are like 40 or 45, like, go back and play every other Zelda game, you fucking child.
So you to me.
But here's the thing though. All right, that person can actually go back and play all the Zelda games because they're 10 years old.
What if they don't want to because old Zelda games are shitty?
First of all, if they don't want to, then they're actually not real fans. But two, if they do actually go back and play them, because there are a lot of Zoomers who have gone back and played like Super Nintendo games and been like, wow, those are actually really good. Happens all the time, right? But even when they do that and they become real fans, they're still treated as if they're not, which is a problem. I agree with that, yeah.
So you just have to understand is that all communities are terrible. And no one's ever going to treat you well in whatever community you're in. So you just have to understand that, yes, I'm going to be a tourist. I'm not a real fan because other hardcore fans won't consider me a fan. And that's okay. I'm just going to enjoy what I enjoy without interacting with other communities.
And by the way,
be a loner.
And by the way, that is how you become a real fan, is when you stop caring about being called a tourist. That is the gateway into it. As soon as you're like, I'm not a tourist, that's when you know you're a tourist.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
Stoicism is the key inside. Yep.
You're not stoic at all, though.
Sure I am.
No, you're not.
Deal with you every fucking day.
Wow. You're an asshole.
You asked for it. You're out here fucking insulting me. Guess what? I'm gonna hit back. That's what you get.
So mean to me.
You're so mean to me. Okay. Highland Juggalo for $5. The value of a car is not that you use it, it's that you have it. The value of a car is that it gives you the ability to flee if things go to hell. I mean, that's actually true, yeah.
No, yeah, it is. Like, I agree. Like, having a car is good. It's just the want of not only having to have a car. Like, like, the city we live in, like, honestly, if you want your life to be, like, average to okay, those are the same, but that's fine.
Yeah.
You need a car, because the city is just so widespread that it's actually really hard to get around just on the bus without it fucking taking up half your day. But I want the public transport to not take up half of my day. I do like having a car so I can just be like, okay, no, fuck you, I'm out. But also, I want the public transit to be good enough that I can just go walk to a fucking station and then still be like, fuck you, I'm out.
Honestly, a lot of people who are like anti-car or they're like anti-owning your own business,
Mhm.
they're like they just hate it that you're getting ahead and they're not. That's what a lot of it is.
You say so.
No, for absolutely.
Sure.
There are people who are like, we need to outlaw cars. I can't believe people are wasting so much gas. You guys are actually like, your method of living is actually destroying the planet and ruining our economy, and you're a fucking capitalist shill. It's like, you're just mad that I can afford a car and you can't, and I can actually go around and do things and you can't, and I have a life and you don't, and you just sit in your house posting on Twitter all day about fucking how better it would be under communism. Like, it's all bitterness. $5, Holtzner. Devs execute bad artists arc. I'm so about it. Yes. If you create bad art, you should be eliminated from the gene pool.
What kind of bad art?
Anything that I think is bad.
Oh. Okay. I disagree with that, but okay.
I'm obviously joking.
No, I don't
man.
fucking know.
You fuck.
Listen, all you do is troll. How am I supposed to know when you're not trolling?
$5. Jasso Havens. Thought on the roadblock and climate activists that cause traffic jams.
I hate them. I hate them.
Honestly,
They're bad people.
run over them.
God.
Just run over them.
No, because then you get charged because they were just doing whatever.
Then
God.
get out and start like boot fucking them.
Sounds good. But then you'll also get charged for assault.
Don't care.
Yeah, well, I care because I told you I'm not dating you if you're in jail. And also,
Fine,
I'm
we'll-
driving, so
we'll
I
do-
don't want to be in
We'll
jail.
do it
either.
together.
Yeah. You know, there's no co-ed jails, right?
Artemis Fowl. That's okay. Just transition. Artemis Fowl just joined the D Club.
Thanks.
Thanks, Artemis Fowl. Thanks, buddy. Okay. I told you would enjoy this week's D&D stream. Why Artemis? Did you know that Rags was going to leave early? Seriously, like we played D&D for 20 minutes, then Rags just had to leave for because he had like a family emergency, dude. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to catch up on the super chats, guys. €2. All kids stop at Red, but Peter goes another meter. I don't know what that means, but thank you.
I feel like that's a Family Guy joke.
Maybe. Highland Juggalo, $10. The reason we have young tourist syndrome is because culture is stagnant. Gen Z and Gen Alpha don't have unique properties to enjoy. Most entertainment is 40 plus. The stagnant culture is to blame. That's true.
Yeah, that's also a really good point.
New things aren't being made, really. You have like Apex Legends, which is new. You have Fortnite, which is new, but Fortnite's big appeal now is like it brings in every other fucking crossover, right? There's not much in the way of new properties. What's happening is like stuff that was new during the millennial era is just being remade and then remade and then remade, and like people aren't making new interesting things anymore.
I agree. Well, I mean, there's like some new things, but
there's
like,
a handful. Like Solar Blade's new.
Yeah, no, like I think it's that new things are still being made, but most of it is just sequel garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Like 98% of it is sequel garbage, but there's new things that some people like and lots of people don't like. Yeah. So, you know.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like, you can have good sequels, but even then, that kind of requires you to already be invested in what it was.
Yeah.
Which is easier or harder depending on the property and depending how young you are.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have bad sequels, which are like bad remakes, which is just like the Marvelization of fucking entertainment. It's just been god awful. And in terms of actually like making a new story, there's just not that many out there right now.
Well, I mean, Invincible's new-ish.
Yeah.
But like it came out with the final episode of season 2, and now we have to wait.
Yeah.
It takes so long.
Gen Z and Gen Alpha are digging into old box sets of politically incorrect material. I've noticed that too. It's like no one likes any of the new shows, and especially the new remakes. So they're going back and watching stuff from the 90s and 2000s. They're like, wow, it's so much better. It's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like you and I are watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer right now.
Yeah.
And despite having all the obvious Joss Whedon problems, it's still a much better show than what's coming out today.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's actually some real sincerity to it. Like, as cheesy as it is and how as fourth wall breaking as it can be sometimes, there's a real sincere core at the center of it that drives the story forward and makes the characters interesting. And so much of modern TV does not have that. And it's just bad. Here in Toledo, Columbia, $5. Weirdly enough, I fully endorse the newest Transformers, G.I. Joe, and I'm looking at Void Rivals comics. Skybound got rid of lay IDW writing. I don't know what any of that is, but thank you though. Thank you for the $5.
You don't know what Transformers or G.I. Joe are?
I know but I know what those are, but I don't know what the newest ones are, Naomi. I have no clue what's going on in those areas. Sorry. God damn it.
You're almost caught up.
Kevin PH, $5. There's a video on debunking every anti-communist argument by someone named Spooky Scary Socialist. Have you seen it? No, but I'll look it up.
Scary socialists send shivers down your spine.
I've seen several videos where they're like, we're going to debunk every single anti-communist argument, and they're all like retarded fucking... Like, it's all bullshit. Spooky Scary Socialist. Oh my god.
Spook.
Wow. Yeah, debunking every anti-communist argument ever. 3 years ago, 1.7 million views. Like, what a terrible fucking... Okay, I'll look at it later, but I've seen videos like this, and they've been god-awful. Adhere to Columbia, $10. The problem is that the EVs and the massive outbuilding need to charge them would take decades to muster and the dozens of resources needed, and we've never doubled any material supply within 10 years. Yeah, but we'll get there eventually, though, adherent to Lady Columbia. I'm actually pretty confident that human ingenuity will save the day on this one. I mean, we already have a massive outbuilding of chargers due to Tesla, right? Like the charging... Here, can I even find it? Give me a second here. Real quick.
Well, no, yeah, there is a lot of chargers. You don't even have to look it up because, like, you just see random charging stations in places
all over
where...
the place, yeah.
Yeah. Like, even our city, which is, like, not middle bumfuck nowhere, but, like, you know, it's close enough. Like,
okay.
It has a lot, which is surprising. Because, like, people don't have electric cars here. Sometimes they do.
There's a few of them, yeah. Okay, so check this out. Right, guys? Here. I'm going to bring in this... I want you guys to see this. This is the Tesla charging network in North America. That's a lot of fucking stations, dude. Like, that's a lot of fucking stations. You can easily drive across the country and never be out of range of a station. Like,
in
no
the
problem.
US.
Yeah.
We're not American. Why do you always say just drive across
Nobody
the country?
lives up here, Naomi.
I like how you go, no one lives up here, and Newfoundland and Labrador is over here. People
Newfoundland's
definitely...
there.
Newfoundland and Labrador.
No one lives in Labrador. People do live in Newfoundland.
There's the charging stations there.
Oh, fuck Newfoundland. It's a piece of shit. I'm never going back there.
Damn it, Dev.
Okay, hold on. I want to use this map here, actually. Okay, check this out. Okay. I gotta zoom in.
Control plus, bitches.
Okay. So check out this map here, guys. These are range maps. And this is, I think this is actually an old map because there's more stations here now in Canada. But basically, these are the range maps. And so, if you charge up at one of these dots, that's how far you can drive before you run out, right? Oh, no, I think it's drive and come back.
Yeah, no, that has to include the comeback trip.
Yeah. So, like, you can go anywhere in the United States with an electric vehicle at this point, except for this place here, North Dakota. But I think they've built out up there at this point. So, yeah, like this idea that, oh, there's just not enough infrastructure to support electric vehicles. That's not true anymore. It was true like 10 years ago, but it's not true now. And that's kind of the point here, guys. So it's one of those situations where electric vehicles are becoming more and more viable by the day, and we can honestly thank a lot of that. We can give a lot of those thanks to Tesla and Elon Musk, because what's wrong with him? I like the fact that he's a troll.
Yeah, of course you would. You liked the fact that Trump was a fucking troll, too.
Yeah. Listen, I don't like Trump as a candidate, but the memes are 100% on point.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah. But the point is that there's a narrative that's been around for like 20, 30 years. Electrical vehicles just aren't going to work because the infrastructure doesn't support them. And that was true when I was in high school. It's not true now. It's just not that's not the on-the-ground reality. So I'm not worried about moving over to electric, frankly. $5, Tara Shavenko, thank you. A BMW driver came across a climate roadblock, turned around, backed up into them, and then revved the straight 6 to red line right into the
Jesus.
Giga Chad. Get off the fucking road. Dracus Luthos, $9.99, thank you. I'm 23. I've played Zelda 1, Breath of the Wild, TOTK, and Ocarina of Time. I've watched playthroughs of Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Link to the Past, and what's TBW? Oh my god, am I going to lose my fucking cred?
Yes.
No, don't say anything. I need to figure this out. TBW. It's not Link's Awakening, obviously. It's not Minish Cap. It's not Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, obviously. What the fuck is TBW?
More of a real fan than Dev, apparently, Dracus.
It's not Twilight Princess, obviously, right? What the fuck, dude? Is there like a hidden Zelda I don't know?
It's just your old man brain not being able to remember.
Finish Zelda 2, Minish Cap, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword.
Tourist. Dev's a tourist. You can just Google it, Dev. You have a keyboard right there. Legend of Zelda. WAP.
Oh, no, he's missing a fucking letter, dude. Okay, no. Shut up. It should be TLBW, The Link Between Worlds. Or A Link Between Worlds. It's like...
I like how you almost just had a midlife crisis right there.
Okay. Dev, you know about Zelda LCT? Fuck off. Yes, you are a real fan, Dracus. Yes. Yes, Dracus. Yes, Dracus. Yes, Dracus. Yes, Dracus. Yes, Dracus. Yes, Dracus. $10, Nicholas Gamer. I finally caught a weekly sip. I think it's bizarre how I enjoy older shows like The Boondocks, while knowing that if it was made today, I don't think it could be as good. Well, they actually canceled the Boondocks remake because they knew they couldn't do it anymore.
No.
Yep. They made like a few. They made like a season 4 like 6 or 7 years ago, and it was fucking god awful. And like, we're gonna remake it. It was just they just died.
Well, yeah, you can't remake it. Everyone would call you racist.
Wait, you aren't a real fan unless your uncle works at Nintendo and tells you about fake games. I was like 5 years old on the fucking playground, and there's this one chick that I still hate today. She was like, "My dad works at Nintendo," and told me. I was like, "Fuck you."
Mm-hmm.
I know
your dad really did work at Nintendo.
And I'm just like, I know it's not true because you live in this shitty small town half a world away. Even at 5 years old, I looked on the back of the fucking video game and it said made in Japan. Like, I'm not a fucking retard here.
I mean, I don't know. The stories you've told me about younger Dev makes me doubt that statement.
Okay, so I've told you several stories about younger Dev.
Yeah.
And some of them I've done some really dumb things. Like when I crashed my bike and like I you could see the bone in my fucking foot. Right? So there was that, but then there was also the other stories that we told young Dev about young Dev, where I was like,
we told young
that
Dev.
I told you about young Dev, where I was
time travel arc exposed,
where I was exceptionally smart, and you were like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm not gonna admit that live on air.
I know you're fucking not, you asshole. $2 from Kevin PH when you do the video on Joe Biden sometime between now and the election. Artemis Fowl, $10. How many Teslas are on the road, Dev? Not enough. How long does it take to charge a Tesla? At a supercharger station, 20 minutes. How many slots are at each station? Not enough. Do you think that many stations are anywhere near enough to handle at scale? Nope, but we'll build them out. Not a big deal. Listen, Artemis, these are the same arguments that everyone was saying when people were building the first gas stations. And you know what happened? People just built more gas stations and built more gas stations. And you build it out, man. That's how it is. It'll be fine.
I think we're caught up now.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're finally caught up, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the support today, everyone. You guys are the best.
Also, someone said I was supposed to keep you from being distracted. I'm too tired. Can't do it. Dev's an uncontrollable horse on a mission to wreak destruction everywhere he goes.
Get
instead
off me.
of
Thoughts on the old conservative duke called Clemens von Metternich? Or his history from the post-Napoleonic 1800s too old for you? Clemens von Metternich. Hold on. That sounds familiar. Give me a second.
Well, we work on
Hold on. Is Metternich the guy who like built up the Concert of Europe? Yes, he was. I don't know enough about him to give you like a real honest, informed opinion. But what I know of the guy, he seemed like reasonable and interesting, and at the very least, he secured peace in Europe for like 100 years. So good for him.
Hey, Dev.
Of course, he also caused the First World War indirectly, but so that's pretty bad. But like at least for a while, things were peaceful. Yes.
I forgot the question. Never mind.
$10, Howling Juggalo. Speaking of Uncle Works at Nintendo, I want a meta puzzle game whose whole premise is all the schoolyard rumors are true. The game, a kid playing a game and needing to do convoluted things for hours. That would be hilarious. Oh my god,
that'd be pretty fun.
Dude, that's a great idea for a game. If I could fund it, I would. Like, imagine an indie game where you play as a kid on a playground, right? And there's like asshole kids who come up to you and say, "Did you know that this in the game you can actually do this?" And then you're like, "Oh shit, dude!" And then you go home, and then the other part of the game is you go home and you play the games, and you can actually do those crazy things. And as you do those crazy things and unlock like crazy things in like the games, things happen in the playground. Like, imagine. Like it's one of so there's several games that are like this where there's two different systems that work in tandem. Like Persona's a big one, right? You have like the hanging out with your school friends, and you have the dungeon crawling, and they kind of intersect with each other, right? Imagine a game where it's two different domains that intersect and influence each other, and one of them is at school talking to kids about my dad works at Nintendo, and the other one is playing the games at home and how the games actually change. Like, that'd be a great idea. That's a great idea for an indie game. Holy fuck. I can get like a mind wave now. I gotta like kickstart this or something.
Have fun.
you don't think I can do it? Do a video on why most modern fiction sucks. That's actually on the list, Kevin. Thank you for the $2.
I say that as a no, you can't do it, Dev. No, I just said have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have fun starting that.
Artemis, $10. You are right. And when a large enough part of the population switched to natural gas vehicles because it was so cheap, guess what happened to the price to refill it? Now apply that to electricity. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say, Artemis. Like, I'm talking about the physical realities of doing this sort of thing. It's not impossible is the point. And in fact, it'll probably become necessary. You know, as things go on, we'll probably have to at some point just bite the bullet on nuclear energy and bite the bullet on building more charging stations and bite the bullet on building more electric cars. That's just how it's going to be. Like, I don't know what your argument is, Artemis. Like, we're not going to do it. We're going to be doomers. Everything's going to fall apart. Like, no, man.
Okay. It's been
1 week since you looked at me. Can you put your leg up, please?
Why?
Because I don't want it there.
God, so mean to me.
So mean to me.
Can we start the articles now?
Should we start the articles?
Yeah, it's been an hour.
Okay. Should we start the articles?
It's been an hour. I think we should. Just perhaps a thought of maybe of doing the stuff that you came here to say that you were gonna do.
Yeah, but I actually come here to get super chats.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, chat. Let's get started with the articles. And I've got them right here. So.
Wait, are all of these sad this week?
No, they're not.
Okay.
But there's some sad ones, though. Okay. Before we start, here's the P.O. box on screen. Please put things into a box and send it over to us, okay? I have a humble request that you send us packages to open on the weekly sip. We will do so. And also, you should do it because this P.O. box will be closing relatively soon. So if you have anything to send us, you are rapidly running out of time. The P.O. box will close, I think, July 1st. But I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop advertising it. I think in May.
Yeah.
And then after May, I'm just gonna like take it down off the YouTube channels. I'll take it down. I'll just remove the P.O. box from public consumption. And then any straggling packages will come in, and then we'll close the P.O. box in July. And the main reason is because we're moving. So there'll be a new P.O. box sometime after we move.
Yep.
So if you want to send us something, now is the time, friends. Ready for articles?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Oh.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hamilton man who live-streamed assault and transphobia on the city bus gets 7 months in jail time. The judge says his sentence will send the message that hate and violence will not be condoned. So.
Don't do the bad on live streams, guys.
I guess the question is, the assault is the important part, right? Like, if he hit the person and then said transphobic slurs, he goes to jail, right? Mm-hmm. If he only said transphobic slurs on the bus, should he go to jail? The answer, in my opinion, is no. Because it's just a slur. It's not, you haven't attacked anybody, right? It should not be illegal to be rude, basically, even if it is a bad thing. So, oh my God, Artemis, $10. Dev's argument is that idiots will all of a sudden choose to implement nuclear energy en masse and drastically expand the energy goods capacity and storage when they have refused to do so religiously. Yes, Artemis, Artemis, there has been pushback against it because people want to keep making money. But you know what? They will get to a point where they will be forced to do so, and then they will. Like, Artemis, you're acting like people don't respond to incentives. Okay. Anyway. The Hamilton man who live streamed himself, good job, idiot. He live streamed himself unleashing a transphobic tirade and assaulting someone on a city bus, received a roughly 7.5-month sentence on Thursday morning, longer than what the Crown attorneys asked for. The sentence was meant to send a message to other like-minded individuals that this type of hate and violence will not be condoned in our community. I still want to know exactly what he did. Sentence was also meant to deter the 44-year-old from reoffending, given his criminal record, which includes past assault and threat charges, as well as breaching court orders. Okay, so he also has a record. This is not like his first offense here. Here's the thing: like if you pass like a trans person in the street and you like say a slur at them and then just move on and you have no record, you should not be bothered by the police, in my opinion. Even though like you're being mean. You don't agree with me, do you?
I've always been like half and half on the opinion, because like as someone who was bullied relentlessly for like my entire elementary school career, I wouldn't mind if those people were just put in jail. You know, but the other half is just like, I mean, free speech is good, but I hate you. I don't know.
Oh, he previously pleaded guilty for the assault in 2020 and 2022 and for breaching his release conditions. His hateful comments themselves weren't considered a crime. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is something that I've noticed, is that hateful comments on their own are not a crime. But if the hateful comments happen in conjunction with a crime, they can make the punishment for the actual crime worse.
Yeah.
Which is probably the right way to balance it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a factor that affected sentencing. So he uploaded the video to YouTube, showed him berating bus riders unprovoked with a hate-filled rant. At one point, he holds a clenched fist inches away from one rider's face and then kicks them in the leg. Yeah, so this guy fucking deserved this. Like, victims did not approach police to press charges. Hamilton police charged him with assault a day after CBC Hamilton asked the police service about the video of the incident. Okay. Now, this is kind of weird, right? Because the police didn't know this happened. But the CBC, which is Canada's state news broadcaster, found the video on YouTube, went to the Hamilton police and said, hey, what do you guys think about this? Basically snitching on them to the police. And the police were like, I guess we'll arrest them then, you know? The incident sparked reaction from the local members of the 2S LGBTQ plus community and the mayor at the time. Obnoxious, offensive, and disgusting. Okay, yeah. So I think we have the meat of this story now. Is basically, this guy's a retard. Why would you upload a video of yourself assaulting someone on a bus? Like, you're just fucking dumb.
And the Darwin Awards didn't catch him in time.
All right. Artemis Fowl, $5. Tell me how that isn't a slippery slope. It's an inevitability argument. You have no basis for that leap in logic. You chastise the right for doing that. Yeah, but since you do it, you should accept it, Artemis, so deal with it.
Jesus. Chat takes a pretty hard stance on bullying. Of get good.
Yeah, just start punching your bullies, man.
I did. I got him more trouble.
Fuck it. Who cares? Punch him again.
Didn't stop the bullying.
Anyway, now listen. People who say, you can't make that slippery slope argument. When you make slippery slope arguments all the time, Artemis, nope, you must now live by your own rules. I will force you to. But in actuality, it's less slippery slope and it's more just natural incentives that we're talking about, right? Like there is no natural incentive that if you accept gay marriage, you must now accept teachers transing your kids, right? There is an ideological slippery slope that leads between them, but no natural incentive structure. There is a natural incentive structure to move from gas to electric. These are not equivalent situations. Next article. 82-year-old allegedly killed by caretaker hours after cops ignored his cries for help. Jesus Christ, dude. The Devonian standard on display. No, Artemis, that's me holding you to your standard. Okay. This is a wild headline, dude. Just 4 hours after a bedridden 82-year-old woman. Is this a woman? That's a man. Oh, that must be the caretaker. Okay. Just 4 hours after a bedridden 82-year-old woman in New Mexico, frantically told cops she feared for her life. She was shot and killed by her caretaker, according to police in a report. The caretaker, Henry Cardona, called officers to the Rio Rancho home, urging them to take his elderly charge out of the house. She's a hospital hospice patient, and she's uncontrollable. I can't control her anymore. She needs for her own safety. Get her the hell out of here. The patient, Joanne Fennell, then told the 911 operator that there were guns in the home and she felt unsafe. Officers arrived and chatted with Cardana about guns, confirming the caretaker had loaded weapons. I like folks that have guns, one officer told him, according to the clip. They then stood by while the worker had a disturbing exchange with the older woman, a video obtained by Coet shows. Okay. She was shot to death in her New Mexico home by her caretaker. Holy fuck. New Mexico cops are seen arresting him after she was shot. Damn, dude. So they show up. They observe their weird interactions. They leave, and then he shoots them, and they show up again and arrest him. Right. Cardana said something inaudible on the video to Joanne Farrell, who replied, "What did you say?" Cardana said, "I said you're fine until I kill you." "All right, he's threatened to do that," Fennell told the officers. Instead of taking action, the cops left after Cardana told them, "Get out of here now. Go away." Hours later, Cardana began screaming that he had killed Fennell. So he said,
"Fuck."
He says to her, "I'm going to kill you." She says, "The cops heard that, right?" The cops leave after he tells them to leave. He kills her, and then they come back and arrest him. What a fucking comedy of errors, dude.
Jesus.
Holy shit. Yep, they found him covered in blood when they returned to the home. Prosecutors charged him with murder. Cardana blamed the police for Fennell's death. "You're not listening. You didn't help me at all," he's seen wailing. "It's all your fault. You guys caused this." I wonder if... Okay, here. Everyone knows that like, the primary narrative here is that he killed her. Okay, fair enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if she was actually fucking nuts?
Mm-hmm.
And she did something to him, and he like shot her in self-defense? And he predicted it happening. That's why he said, get her the fuck out of here. That's a possible interpretation. But either way, the cops didn't do anything.
Yeah, either way, no matter what's true, obviously something should have been done and nothing was, and that's bad. I don't even know if that's cops need more training, just to do their fucking job properly, or if cops need a different type of training to know how to handle these different types of situations. I have no idea which situation it is.
Neither do I.
Yeah. It's one of them. Unless you missed one.
Yep. Fondue, $5. He was arrested for the transphobia and not the assault. Wrong, Fondue. That's the whole point. We're going to go back one article just so I can show you. He was arrested for the kick. Where is it? Where's the kick?
I don't know.
Yeah.
In there somewhere.
He was arrested for this, kicking a person in the leg. Yep. He was not arrested for the transphobia. He was arrested for the assault. The transphobia, like the actual slurs, meant that the punishment for the assault was higher, but the transphobia was not the reason he was arrested. Artemis Fowl, $5. You understand that my pointing out your double standard is not you holding me to my standard, correct? Nope, you got it inverted, buddy. You came to me with a double standard because you're like, Dev, what about this? And I'm like, yeah, but you say this, so no. And also, Artemis, I pointed out to you already how the two situations are different. How there are different incentive structures in place. So no, this is not a double standard situation. Highland Juggalo, $20. Slope Solution. If a community is opposed on the basis of allowing X will lead to Y, and the group says that will never happen, it is promising to be a watchman. If the group fails, its political winnings may be reversed. That's actually a decent way to put it, actually. So, like, when someone says, listen, you should allow gay marriage, it won't actually lead to people, like, teachers trying to trans your kids. That means that the gay people getting married now have an obligation to make sure to oppose the people who are transing your kids as teachers. Like, that's actually a pretty fair formulation, I think. Mm-hmm. They are different, Artemis. You're just, like, you're being dumb, Artemis. And I don't want to fucking have this conversation for the rest of the goddamn stream with you, so stop. They are different because there is no natural incentive structure to move from gay people getting married to school teachers transing your kids. But there is a natural incentive structure to move from cars using gas to cars using electric. And I can't believe you're so retarded that you're comparing these two fucking situations. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Next article.
FDA to drop the ban on sperm donations from gay and bisexual men.
There was a ban?
Yes, because they have higher risk of HIV.
Ah.
So under proposal in the works, many prospective donors would be able to donate if they are at low risk of spreading HIV. Why not no risk?
Yeah, no, it should be no risk. Like, can't. Okay, I don't actually know because I always had this question about blood too. Like, why can't they just test it?
Yeah.
Can't they just test it to see? Like, does it not show up if you test the sperm and or blood? Because this question is for both. Like, if you test the blood and sperm for HIV, can you not just be like, okay, no, that's bad, and then let the person know that, hey, you have HIV, by the way?
No, I think that probably costs too much. That puts too much of a burden on the people who are collecting the donations. Now you have to test everything, and that costs money. Like what you should do is, if you're going to be eligible for donation, you should come with a test showing that.
But you can fake that.
Okay, but they can just call the person on the test and be like, "Hey, is this a real test?" And they say yes, and okay.
Yeah, but you can fake it.
You can fake anything.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
No, you come with. You go to a clinic, you get your blood or your sperm tested.
Yeah.
You get your test back saying HIV negative.
Yeah.
You bring that test to them. They take the test. They call the clinic, and the clinic says, "Yeah, we're a real clinic. Yeah, it turns out that this is."
Okay, no, I understand that, but like, I get that it's more expensive, but the problem is that with blood specifically, actually, they're having a hard enough time getting people to donate just as it is.
I would rather there be less blood than have blood with HIV.
No, okay.
What? What do you mean?
Of letting me finish my point.
Okay, go ahead.
Is that they're having a hard enough time getting people to donate as it is. So if you try to get someone to come with it, like if you put the burden on the client, let's say, then they're not gonna fucking do it because everyone's fucking lazy all the fucking time. So if you end up putting the burden on the worker instead, it's gonna, it's be more of a burden, but at least it's gonna be done. I'm not arguing for AIDS babies. I'm arguing for who should be doing the test.
But here's the thing. It might not be possible for them to do it. It might be too expensive.
No, that's also my question. I'm not talking about expensive. If you're taking the money out of it, is it even possible to test for HIV in sperm and or blood?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well then they should just do that when they take the sperm.
But this is what I mean, though, is that it might be so expensive to do the test that they now can't afford to even take blood at all. Then you have no blood.
Yeah, well.
Oh my God, Artemis. The incentive structures for gay people are the need to push the social acceptability standard based off the sexual arousal and self-satisfaction for violating taboos. You've already done this from yourself, remember? Yes, but there's still nonetheless no relation between those two things. You have many gay people who have gotten married who are still saying, no, you shouldn't trans kids in schools. No, Artemis, this is not a consistent thing. Like... I can't believe that this. There's no other way to describe this. Like, you're being stupid. You're actually just being stupid, Artemis, because there's no fucking difference. No. There's a massive fucking difference between gay people getting married, pipelining to transing kids in schools, and then a massive difference between that and cars using gas going to cars using electric. Like, there's such different fucking scenarios, dude. Like what? How are you this dumb? Holy fuck, dude. I'm actually like losing it.
Well, stop.
Fondue, $10. According to the article, the situation was brought up to the police for transphobia. He was charged with assault, but arrested for transphobia and convicted because of it, was my point. What? Yeah, the situation was brought up to the police for transphobia, but he was charged with assault. He wasn't arrested for transphobia. He was charged with assault and arrested for assault and convicted of assault. The transphobia was just... It was brought up to the police for because there was transphobic content in the video, yes, but the actual legal charge is the assault. That's the point. If it was a video that only had transphobia in it, he wouldn't have been arrested. Yeah, Highland Jiggle, there are not enough fighting back. That's true. I completely agree with you. Right? But there's no natural pipeline between these two things. It's an ideological pipeline. Like here, if you existed in a society where there was no conception of transness, but gay people were accepted, there would be no pipeline. Right? That's what I mean. Anyway, listen. This has already happened with blood. I'm not talking about it anymore. Fuck you. If you super chat me, I'm not talking about this conversation anymore. I'll just take your money and leave. I'm not going to fucking reply to it. I'm done. All right? So now listen. I'm talking about this article now. FDA to drop ban on sperm donations from gay and bisexual men. Under proposal in the works, many prospective donors would be able to donate if they're at low risk of spreading HIV. Now, this is interesting because, it's fucking crazy, but it's interesting because, hold on, Jesus Christ, my fucking throat. Okay. They've done this with blood before. there was an article a few years ago
Yeah, no, I remember.
where they said, listen, if you have like a very low chance of transmitting HIV, you can donate blood now. And it's like, why? Why can't you just make it so that if you like don't have HIV, then you can donate blood. If you have HIV, you can't. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? And what I've realized basically is like there was some of it is like, well, it's a low risk, and it's like, well, no, you should be zero risk. But okay, the other,
I mean, technically, everyone has like a low risk of getting HIV, right?
I don't
Of
have
spreading it?
HIV. If I gave some of my sperm, there would be a risk of 0.
Okay, no, yes, okay. You know what? Never mind. Just continue. No, forget I said anything.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, no, the other part of it is that there's been this push to destigmatize HIV,
Mhm.
to be like, you guys are being HIV phobic. I can't believe you guys are like turning around and saying that we should be treated differently because we have HIV. It's like, yes. Like, you've seen that before, right?
Yes.
It is fucking ridiculous, some of the things that are coming out. Okay, let's see. The Food and Drug Administration is making plans to significantly expand the number of gay and bisexual men who could donate sperm anonymously. Wow. Long-standing agency rules ban anonymous sperm donations by men who have acknowledged having sex with other men during the previous 5 years to reduce the risk of spreading pathogens, including HIV, the virus that causes AIDS. Here's the issue, is that does it include trans women? Because trans women also have a heightened risk of AIDS as well. So, but who the fuck knows, right? Under proposal that's drafting, the FDA would eliminate the broad ban and instead adapt a more pointed screening questions to assess HIV risk. According to people... Pointed screening questions. We're just going to ask you some questions here. The guys can just lie about those too.
Well, yeah, but you have to. Have you never given blood before?
I don't think so, no.
You have to actually like answer a series of questions
I know, yeah.
anonymously. I actually had the lady get mad at me because I answered one in front of her, and I was just like, "Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry."
Yeah. Under a proposal that's drafting, the FDA would eliminate the broad ban and instead adopt a more pointed screening questions to assess HIV risk. According to people familiar with the agency's deliberations, proposed changes would also apply to donations of other cells and tissues such as heart valves and ligaments. The FDA is planning to finalize its proposal by the summer. If the White House approves, the new guidelines could go into effect by the end of the year. Women whose male partner are infertile or don't have a male partner rely on donated sperm to become pregnant. Doctors may inject the sperm directly into a woman's uterus or to use it to fertilize eggs out of the body, known as IVF. Okay, yes, I understand about IVF. The ban on sperm donations from men who have had sex with other men stemmed from the HIV epidemic in the 1980s. Health authorities were concerned about the accuracy of HIV testing at the time. They put the ban in place to reduce the risk that the virus would spread through the sperm. It's a completely reasonable thing. Medical organizations and gay rights groups. Now, why would gay rights groups be interested in something about HIV? Because you can be gay and not have HIV.
Well, that was a whole thing. Like, back in the day, where, like...
Gay people were degenerate and had way too much sex?
Well, yes, but, like, most gay men are usually the ones who get HIV. Like, that's
because they're degenerate and they have way too much sex?
Yes. But again, it's mostly gay men. I'm not saying it's not their fault. I'm just saying it's mostly gay men.
Right.
Why are you giving me that face?
The face is basically saying if the gays would just be fucking normal, like they said they would be, it'd be fine.
Listen, didn't you just agree on the stream yesterday that all men have monkey brain and think with their dicks?
No.
Yeah?
I don't.
Yeah. Sure.
Hmm?
Yeah, you totally don't. Ever at all.
Nope.
Sure.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah.
I make jokes about being a coomer. Like, look at those big titties in the video game. Like, I make jokes about it, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, dude, look at Tifa's butt. Oh my god, she's running around. It's like, I don't look at that much, actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, medical organizations and gay rights groups have pushed the FDA in recent years to ease the rules, saying that HIV tests are now more accurate and are enough to keep sperm donation safe combined with other precautions. Precautions including testing donors at least twice, 6 months apart for HIV. Donors must test negative both times before sperm vials are released.
See, so they do test them.
Good.
So it's fine.
So, okay, that's good. Good.
Okay, well then, yes, if people need more sperm and blood, you should open it up, as long as the testing's accurate.
As long as the testing's accurate, okay.
Yeah, of course. That makes sense.
The current policy is based on outdated thinking and is contrary to evidence-based science and serves to perpetuate discrimination and stigma. Okay, you know what? This part, I do not give a fuck about. I am happy to have a stigma against HIV. I am not going to treat an HIV and an absence of HIV as moral equivalents because they are not. So I don't give a fuck about the stigma discrimination argument.
Also, yeah, this is free AIDS testing.
Yeah, also free AIDS testing based. Yeah, but still though, like this here, yeah, fine, fair enough. All right, change it. If you're gonna change it and you have actual access to testing and it's cheap and affordable, doesn't ruin anything, go ahead, make the change. But let's be honest here. The discrimination argument is a bullshit argument. You should discriminate against people with HIV. You should.
Yeah, but if we've known that testing's been more accurate for a while, why hasn't this already come to pass if people need... But let's not talk about sperm, because that's kind of pointless in the conversation. Let's just pretend we're talking about blood.
Okay. Honestly, a lot of it's just going to be like, legislation never catches up to science. Like, a study will happen, and then maybe 5 years later you get, like, a legislation change, because governments are doing other things, you know?
Okay.
Things don't change immediately, you know what I mean?
Also, yeah, someone made a slightly good point of HIV as a stealth. No antibodies doesn't mean no presence, which is kind of why I'm just like, well, everyone's technically low risk, because, like, you don't know if you don't have it.
I definitely know I don't have it.
Did you get tested recently?
No.
Well, then technically you don't know.
I've only fucked you recently.
It's like Schrodinger's
Have
cat.
you fucked someone else, Naomi?
No.
Well, then shut the fuck up.
I even fucked you. I don't know what you're talking
about. Okay. Yeah, the gay blood. Yeah. Okay, this is all. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Russia labels the LGBT community extremist in prelude to sweeping crackdown. So
literally in Russia, if you're gay, you do crime.
So honestly, based on this article, yeah, I see Russia's point. Because now we have like HIV gay terrorists running around like, I'm just gonna come in everyone and make them all HIV positive.
I'm so done with you today.
Okay, you know what's funny? I saw this video, okay? And it was a guy in Africa, okay? And he was HIV positive because like AIDS is destroying Africa right now. Yeah. Okay, so he's HIV positive, and he was like a Western journalist was like interviewing him, and it's like, so you raped that girl, right? And he's like, yes, I did. And then he's like, why did you do it? And he's like, well, she didn't give me sex, and I wanted it, so I raped her, obviously. And the guy's like, aren't you HIV positive? And he's like, yeah. And then the journalist is like, are you afraid that you gave her HIV? And he's like, oh, I hope I did. And the journalist is like, why? And he's like, because that means that I'm powerful and virile. I have the disease and I can spread it to other people. You know, the more people that I rape and spread the disease to, the more strong I am. And I'm just like, holy shit, dude. Like, okay, there's someone who's like pure monkey brained.
Jesus.
You understand?
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Fucking insanity, dude.
Shit.
$10 from Hylian Juggalo. Yes, correlation doesn't equal causation, but society's exhaustion what matters. Fix this problem, or people let go. People are so tired of okay with innocent crossfire. Just make it stop. Yep, fair enough.
Can we stick them in the wood chipper dick first?
Yep. In they go.
Okay, sounds good.
The super spreader.
Anyway, read the article about be gay, do crime.
Russia's Supreme Court on Thursday designated the so-called International LGBT Public Movement as a banned extremist organization, setting the stage for a sweeping crackdown on LGBT rights not seen in the country since the Soviet era. The move is the latest episode in the sharp conservative turn by Russia's leadership that has accelerated and permeated nearly every segment of society since the invasion of Ukraine. By banning a vaguely defined movement, which does not formally exist. Oh, are you admitting now that LGBT is vaguely defined?
In Russia.
Then why do you keep talking about the LGBT community? LGBT people. It's vaguely defined. Who the fuck are they? Who are these people? Like this undermines their whole position because their position is untenable. Okay. Activists are warning Russia will effectively criminalize any form of LGBT rights advocacy, forcing groups providing support to LGBT Russians underground. There are still some LGBT rights activists here in Russia, but they may as well be the last ones. That's right, yeah. This guy here... Alexei Sergeyev, didn't he get arrested?
Hopefully. No, wait.
he's a pro-LGBT guy.
Okay.
You fuck.
I'm too tired to read.
Figure it out, Naomi.
I refuse.
Okay. As I always told myself, I can handle the fines. If there's a threat of imprisonment, I will leave. Yet individuals face a maximum of 6 years in prison if convicted of involvement in an extremist organization. The fines for LGBT propaganda are usually enormous, sometimes equivalent to several monthly salaries. But this is still far from a prison sentence for extremism. From now on, the risk will be as high as they are for Jehovah's Witnesses, Navalny supporters, or members of the Vesna activist group.
Wait, are Jehovah's Witnesses an extremist group in Russia?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, they're kind of annoying. They come to your door and go, "Oh, God, please go away."
Yeah. And you just tell them to go away. Don't they usually go away once you tell them to go away? I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
I've only interacted with a Jehovah's Witness once. So.
No, really? Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't interact with them because I wasn't allowed. So.
Oh, your parents did?
No, my grandparents did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what's wild is that this was like out in the fucking country, in the bush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, considering that there is no international LGBT organization, the authorities might start arresting anyone related to LGBT in any way. Say if you went to a gay pride event or posted a rainbow flag some years ago, you will be a potential target. Yeah, that's ridiculous in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like rainbow flags are cringe, but you shouldn't be arrested for posting one online. I disagree with that. That's ridiculous.
That's because Russia's ridiculous.
Oh, dude, I think after telling Artemis I'm not going to argue with him over this and spending the entire fucking time, I think he left.
Probably.
Okay, so last November, Russia expanded their propaganda law towards LGBT propaganda aimed at any age. Yeah, and 2023 they banned gender reassignment. Yeah, they've been going full on against this stuff. Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go.
TLDR, Russia is dumb.
Yeah, Russia's been pretty bad for a while now. Rainbow frag, the gay grenade. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, anti-LGBT violence in Russia has doubled since the 2013 law passed. That's fucking ridiculous, yeah. No, that's bullshit. I hate that shit. Making scrambled eggs, Artemis. Damn, dude, make me some scrambled eggs. I kind of want some.
You can make them after.
Yeah, I guess I will. Okay. Anyway, Artemis, I just want you to know, no hard feelings. I just want to move on with the stories. That's all. I just wanted.
Yes, let us go because you have a fucking hour and 15 minutes before I have to leave.
Oh, so you have to leave.
Yeah. So let's fucking go, you slow ass.
I just wanted to tell Artemis that I like him and appreciate him. I just want to have this conversation right now. It's not personal, okay?
You can use that you can do that in DMs later.
No, I'm right here. I'm doing it now. I'll forget by then. Listen, it's important for me to tell him, but not important for you to remember to tell him.
Wow, Dev. Wow.
Okay. Wow, Dev, how brave, thinking the Russian government is bad. I'm not saying it's like a fucking, brave stance. It's just my stance. What the fuck? Okay. Senator John Fetterman blasts squatters. Violent crime. I am not woke. Okay, so here...
What?
I made a video on John Fetterman last fall, I think.
Okay.
And a whole bunch of people who watch my stuff started losing it. They're like, Dev, how could you fucking whitewash John Fetterman? Like, and I'm like, it was actually like, it was pretty critical of John Fetterman. I simply said that he wasn't actually a brain dead zombie because everyone thinks that he's like a vegetable. He's not. He had some brain damage and he recovered. Mm. And he has like some speech issues and that's it. Mm-hmm. But everyone's like, he cannot be a senator because he's too brain damaged and the Democrats are just putting him in there and you can't actually do anything. It's like insane. It's so fucking stupid. And I looked into it. I made the video. I'm like, no, he's actually not that bad. Mm-hmm. And then ever since that point, by the way, ever since October 7th, mm-hmm. he's been very clearly like, no, I'm actually just more like a center-left normal Democrat and not some radical and also not a vegetable. Mm-hmm. And the more it's been coming out, it's the more like my take on him, back then was vindicated. Mm-hmm.
Good job, Dev.
Yeah, of course. Listen, I'm always fucking right. So basically, October 7th happened. You know the attack in Israel? Yes. So what's wrong?
Nothing.
You sound exasperated. You want to go?
I am just exasperated from existing beside you. See, you hit me on the head of response. That's why I'm exaggerating.
I'm just gonna hit you some more.
Exasperated.
I'm gonna hit you till you're brain damaged like him.
I already am.
$5, Jasso Heavens. Thank you. Russian thinks banning gays will help their declining birth rate, but one of their core problems is they have a huge amount of orphans that aren't adopted. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh my god. Oh.
Sneeze again.
Can't. Okay. Anyway, basically, Post October 7th, John Fetterman was like, "This is insane. Why is the left supporting this?" And everyone's like, "This fucking guy, I can't believe he betrayed us." Like, all the leftists were saying, like, how could he be a fucking Israeli Zionist shill and all this? And he's like, "I just don't like terrorist attacks, dude. Completely reason. Like, he's a completely normal person who might be like left leaning, and the left leaning radicals rejected them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Huh. All right. Armas Fowl, $5. The moment his wife left him, he stopped being cringe. She was controlling his political messaging. Do you have proof of that? That's an interesting idea. Do you have proof of that? I want to see. But anyway, that happened, and then ever since then, he's been saying stuff that's been like, still center of left, or left of center, but like more and more reasonable, and not like stupid. So, yeah. John Fetterman ripped the idea of squatters' rights during an exclusive interview with Post this week. "Squatters have no rights," he said, adding that the issue was one he often dealt with when he was mayor of the working-class Braddock, Pennsylvania. "How can you even pretend that this is anything other than you're just breaking the law? I am not woke," he warned. Yeah, he seems legitimately to be like a more working-class oriented, like down-to-earth kind of left-leaning person, and not like some insane fucking lunatic. "We always tried to push back against that," he said, adding that he has been horrified by what he's read in the Post's extensive coverage on the squatting issue. "It's wild that if you go away on a long trip for 30 days, someone breaks into your home and suddenly they have rights. This is crazy. Like if someone stole your car and then they held it for 30 days, and somehow you now have some rights." Yeah, it's dude, New York City, squatters' rights after 30 days.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Like in most places, it's years.
Yeah.
Like years of abandonment. 30 days of abandonment. You go on a trip, like you lose your house.
Yep.
Fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, it is.
That's wild. Then does well, it's $5. Just auction a block of time to debate people already. Would be more efficient than super chats for all parties. Better discussion. You still got money. I get more money this way. Giga Jet.
I mean, to be honest, you did that before where you just did them all at the end. And honestly, like, I always said, like, it is less efficient to do it this way, but, like, it also just sucks doing them all at the end because people are super chatting, commenting on what you were currently talking about.
I don't remember it, yeah.
And then, like, not even just, like, oh, yes, my brain is, like, dead because I'm dev and I can't remember. No, it's just, like, sometimes the conversations are several hours long and I can't totally remember what specific thing you're commenting on from, like, 2 hours ago. So, it's less efficient, but it's better.
Megaleg, $5. The man's lost the leftist brainwashing with his stroke.
Jesus.
Based and blood clot pilled. Okay. Oh yeah, Guy Riviera had 21 prior arrests, mainly for drugs and assault, before he fatally shot Diller during a traffic stop in Queens. Fetterman said he believed in second chances, but not 20 second chances. If you have those kinds of established records, it doesn't serve any greater goal to allow people that are offending, and allow them to not be held accountable. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, so someone makes a mistake, fair enough. 21 arrests, maybe it's time for you to just be fed into the fucking wood chipper and turned into Soylent. We have to be very smart and aggressive on crime. Yeah. What's he eating? Just, I don't know. He's eating something. But yeah, so good.
Yep.
Also, by the way, he's huge. Yep. I think he's like a huge guy.
Yep.
Okay.
He's tall.
It's funny. I pulled this article up because there's a lot of people on Twitter right now who are losing their minds. Like, I can't believe I voted for this guy and supported him. Oh my god! It's like, no, he's just a normal guy, man. Turns out normal guys aren't actually radicals. Sorry. The carbon emissions from indie video game development have been revealed by an Australian researcher.
What?
Yeah. So someone posted this article on Twitter under the headline of "Your video games are destroying the planet." Let's see how video games are destroying the planet. When Hannah Nicklin dreams, she sometimes finds herself in a panic, searching for a way out of an apartment she's never been in before, terrified of an approaching tsunami. In other dreams, she's packing as floodwaters slowly rise over her feet. "I've been having these dreams my whole life." I recall growing up in the 90s, and they were like, by the year 2000, if we don't stop using fossil fuels, everyone will be underwater. And it's all going to be water world, baby. And it's like, no, it didn't happen. Like, I think this is why there's so much climate skepticism.
Yeah, honestly, like, there was too much climate fear-mongering, like, in the 90s and early 2000s, and now it's just, like, now no one believes it, because it's just like, well, all the shit you guys said weren't gonna happen didn't fucking happen. And it's like, yes.
Yeah.
It still is, like, climate change is happening. Like, it is a natural
Yeah.
process,
It's-
but humans are making pollution worse, and we have to
Yes.
fix that.
Yes, but also just the idea of the like it is happening. It's just much slower than the doomers say it is, and the doomers are like making random people not believe in the whole thing, but it is happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Nicklin, a 38-year-old writer and game developer, was born in the English county of Lincolnshire. She said the region is famous for producing 1, Margaret Thatcher, and 2, nothing else. But it did have a third most famous feature, she says. It was that the county lies below sea level. Its unfortunate geography became apparent in 1953 when a heavy storm surge in the North Sea caused major flooding across Lincolnshire and other parts of eastern England, killing 307 people. Someone in the chat's like, it's literally not happening. You're a retard, all right? Go get your fucking brain checked out. One of Dr. Nicklin's earliest memories is coloring in a map of her hometown on the dining room table. Her mother was looking to move house and tasked her daughter with shading areas of Lincolnshire in red, orange, or green. Anywhere red signified in the event of another flood, it would be underwater. Today, Dr. Nicklin is the studio head of indie game developer Die Gut Fabric, which, with a fluctuating team of 10 to 20 people working from home across the world, just created its 6th game, the Salt Sea Chronicles. That's a game that I think I heard of.
Oh.
It's no surprise that the pastel world of Salt Sea Chronicles has experienced its own apocalyptic flood, and its citizens and communities have had to rebuild atop the ruins. Okay, so... Oh my god, I don't want this just to be about her. This is the part that I want. There has been a marked shift in the video game industry's approach to the climate crisis over the past 5 years, with a growing level of transparency from some of the world's largest developers and publishers such as Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. Understanding the carbon footprint of indie game studios like Die Gut Fabric, which work in small teams on limited budgets, has been a much harder task. To assess the studio's emissions from work-from-home energy use, air travel, and transport, even ordering flowers for work-related milestones, Dr. Nicklin tapped Benjamin Abraham, a digital games researcher and founder of Afterclimate, which examines how the video games industry is tackling climate change. Okay, so this is retarded.
Seems like it.
Because any energy use, as you trace it back to the energy generated, if they're burning gas, if they're burning oil, if they're burning coal, you're using some sort of form of energy from the outlet in your wall.
Mm-hmm.
It is contributing somewhat to climate change.
Yeah.
So but also it's so minuscule, right? Like how much carbon is directly can be directly traced back through the energy supply chain to my computer that's currently on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like
probably not that much.
Not much, exactly.
Well, actually, considering the amount that your computer's on.
Yeah. But you know what I mean, though? Like, you have fucking giant, like, server farms out there with hundreds of thousands of computers just going like crazy. Mm-hmm. Those ones are going to produce more carbon in a day than you'll ever actually produce in your entire fucking lifetime.
Yeah.
All right? So, this whole, we need to follow how video game developers are adding carbon. It's like, no, we actually don't.
You know what you really need to do is fucking get the giant fucking companies that literally rule the world to fucking stop being so bad about the fucking environmental shit.
It's not even that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even the giant fucking companies. You know what it is? It's India and China who are blasting out way more carbon than we are, way more carbon per person, way more people, right? And
companies, those count too.
They're countries, not companies.
Companies in those countries.
Yeah, but also the governments themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's the governments themselves, but you also have like multi-million-dollar corporations that are like just being like, yes, see the child labor that are in those countries. We're gonna, help them with their, carbon emissions because we're gonna outsource all of our work there because we're cheap.
Well, no, the ultimate issue is that you have these places and they just don't give a fuck. They do not give a fuck about how much they're polluting.
Yeah.
And it's like, we must blame America. It's like, we must not.
No.
Okay, I've seen people like politicians in Canada.
Really?
Have been like, Canada needs to step up and change massively. It's like, Canada produces less than 1% per year of the total carbon. How the fuck do we have any responsibility in anything?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's so fucking stupid, dude.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I mean, I do think that people should, in general, be, like, environmentally conscious, but, like, not, like, Canada's not to blame. America's not really to blame. It's generally other countries that don't give two shits about their fucking population or their or the environment.
Yeah. And insofar as America does add to the climate crisis, they're also far, far and away better at cleaning it up
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
$5 of Dev's Walls. Thank you very much, dude. Meant to sell the opportunity to debate you in a separate video/live stream. Get it out of the weekly sip. Asymmetry in chat is terrible for discussion. Yeah, but I like getting money.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Chill.
I think after I've moved, I'm going to explore things like that because I need a bigger space to do this stuff in. There's a lot of IRL things that prevent me from doing all the things that I want to do.
Yep.
Being stuck in this fucking place doesn't help. Vitek, thanks for joining the $5 club. Thank you, dude. The carbon isn't the issue. The trash and chemicals they dump into the river and oceans are the issue. They're both the issue, dude. Carbon's obviously the issue. If you say adding carbon to the atmosphere doesn't do anything, that's retarded. Full retard.
Well, yeah, because like we had so much carbon added to the atmosphere that the fucking ozone broke. It's fixed now, but like if you just don't give two shits again, it'll break again.
Okay, check this out. So here we go.
No, just scroll down. 47 tons of CO2. Done.
Just real quick. This little company, Dyegoot Fabric, tapped After Climate to calculate out exactly how much carbon they put in the atmosphere. They calculated it out. 47 tons of CO2 used to make their shitty video game. Well, you know what? Considering that they're progressives, maybe you guys should have not have made your video game. Destroy your company. Destroy your games. All right? And stop putting more carbon in the atmosphere. Fuck you. How about that? Okay. As a percentage of the entire footprint of the biggest video game companies in the world, that is 0.000058%. So, is that really worth it? You've added carbon. You should fucking destroy yourself. You know what? You know what you guys should do? You guys should, all progressives should destroy their own bodies, as their bodies are made of carbon. And so you can eliminate yourself and reduce the total carbon.
Yes, you can just cremate yourself, put your ashes out into the stars, become one with the stardust again.
Yep. Also, carbon dioxide didn't break the ozone layer. Something else did, but yeah, it was human made. Yeah.
Whatever. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I was too tired. So this was their breakdown of carbon. All right. So international. Hold on. Wait a second.
What?
Rail travel, Airbnbs, air travel, domestic air travel, hotels, international air travel. This is a travel. I thought it was like, hold on. What about the actual making of the fucking game? This is all their traveling. So basically, they flew around the world to do like various, I guess, interviews or to promote the game somewhere or something. Like go to trade shows, and their travel added all this carbon. Okay, understood. Anyway, this is their company.
Oh.
Very progressive. Total carbon emissions per employee. Oh, dude, Nintendo.
Yep.
Based. Being a Nintendo enjoyer means I get to destroy the environment. Based. I wonder why Nintendo's so high, though.
Because they're in Japan.
Well, yeah, but like Sony's in Japan. Like Apple's way bigger than Nintendo is.
I don't care. Can we move on, please?
You don't want to talk about this anymore?
No.
Okay. Naomi's grumping, guys. Naomi's grumping. This is our thumbnail for today. Get ready, guys. Astrology influencer disturbed by eclipse killed her partner and her infant child and herself. Danielle Johnson stabbed her partner to death before pushing her 2 children from a moving car and then crashing it into a tree because she believed the eclipse was going to cause the end of the world.
Good Lord.
So guys, whenever you're like talking to a new girl and she's like, "Oh my God, I love astrology. What's your sign?" Immediately turn around
and run away. Yeah.
All right? Astrology chicks are fucking insane. You understand? Like, I'm a Gemini. Goodbye.
I like how you use your actual sign.
Like, look at this. Yeah, most stable astrology girl.
Is she the most stable because she's dead?
Yeah, sanest astrology enjoyer. An actual lunatic.
No.
Dev, that's just a woman moment. Do you hate women?
The answer is yes.
Literally moon-brained. Okay. Let's see. A 34-year-old woman who worked as an astrology influencer, she's like a TikToker or something, killed her partner, her 8-month-old baby, and herself after posting warnings about the spiritual warfare of the total solar eclipse. On April 8th, the same day as the eclipse, Danielle Johnson pushed her 2 children from a moving car on a busy LA freeway at around 4:30 a.m. local time, according to the LA Police Department. Half an hour later, Johnson then drove her Porsche SUV at over 100 miles per hour and crashed into a tree at the city of Redondo Beach.
Wait, so did other people hit the kids with the cars?
I don't know, dude. But I mean, if you're flying down the road and you push them out, they're just gonna die because they're kids, right?
Yeah.
They can't like tuck and roll.
Well, no,
you know?
one didn't die.
Oh. Her 9-year-old child sustained moderate injuries from the fall and was transported to a local hospital. Her 8-month-old child sustained fatal injuries and was pronounced deceased at the scene.
Ah, jeez, that's sad.
She did not survive the crash and was the sole occupant of the vehicle.
Jesus. So I like how that 9-year-old's gonna have a fucked up life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Jasso Heavens, $5. Thank you. Chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, bored a hole in the ozone once. The UN voted to ban it, and it was the only unanimous vote in the history of the UN. That's right, yeah. The CFCs, yeah, those are the things that are in, like, refrigerators, right? Or used to be.
Yes.
And the gas would leak out, and then, like, yeah.
Yes, lots of people in elementary school and high school, lots of people would just describe that as carbon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Blonde, $5. Dev, saw your repost about election betting odds. Saw the same thing on Predict It. Biden will win because women only care about abortion and nothing else. I wouldn't go quite that extreme, but I do think that abortion has galvanized the left for sure. The loss of Roe v. Wade. Adherent to Lady Columbia, $2. Evola dudes and astrology girls are soulmates. Artemis Fowl, $5. Astrology is cringe. I got my predictions from Flork of Kyle's yearly spinning wheel of prediction comics. Okay,
Fair.
based. Okay, so let's see.
And hairspray.
Yeah, hairspray, yeah. Earlier that day, Johnson is also believed to have fled her home with her children after stabbing her partner, Jalen Cheney, who was 29 years old. On April 8th, 2024, around 3:40 a.m., Cheney and Johnson became involved in a verbal altercation that escalated into Johnson becoming violent, stabbing Cheney, who succumbed to his injuries at the scene. A knife with biological evidence was recovered from the scene. Yep. Johnson had called the impending eclipse the epitome of spiritual warfare in messages posted on X. There she is. So she went crazy. The eclipse is spiritual warfare. She stabs her partner, kills her kids, kills herself. Holy fuck, dude. Is it a real account? Is it still up? Is it still up? It is.
Well, she's dead, so it's not up anymore.
Oh my god. Wake up, wake up. The apocalypse is here. Everyone who has ears, listen. Your time to choose what you believe is now. If you believe a new world is possible for the people, retweet now. There's power in choice. There's power in choice. Repost to make the choice for the collective.
Wait, what context did the readers add?
The solar eclipse of 2024 did not bring an apocalypse. She suffered an unfortunate mental break that led to the murder-suicide of herself, her partner, and their 8-month-old child. Holy shit.
Love it.
Do not look at the eclipse. Something big is coming. Dude.
Alright. Let's not.
This person's fucking insane, dude.
Yes! That's what we figured that from the murder-suicide.
We can do it. We can do it. Can do it. Believe. Your magic is what you believe. I believe it can be free. I believe it can be free. This guy's like, what the fuck? Dude, this person's incredible.
Give me your mouse. Give me your mouse.
Look at this shit.
Give me your mouse. Stop.
I can't stop.
Stop.
Dude, look at this guy. I heard you're dead. Is that true?
The answer is yes. So I'm abandoning you to pee.
No, wait, you can't. No,
I
no.
have to.
Naomi has to abandon us, guys.
Goodbye.
Okay. Lord Tennyson's pipe. $2. I guess you could say she was a lunatic. Thanks, buddy. Blonde, $2. Naomi, happy 5-year anniversary on the genocide. Thanks. Vitek, thanks to the 28 Kronars. It's fine. Her Mercury was in Gatorade or something. Holy shit, dude. Oh, her Mercury was in Gatorade. As a Cancer, my lunar empath energy predicted this. Oh, fuck. You can't fix that. No, you can't, kiddos. Thank you. Okay. So. Johnson tweeted on April 4th, "This eclipse is the epitome of spiritual warfare. Get your protection on and your heart in the right place. The world is very obviously changing right now, and if you ever needed to pick a side, the time to do right in your life is now. Stay strong. You got this." The police are not considering the eclipse to be a contributing factor in the deaths because we just don't know why she did what she did. Well, it's good that the police are not thinking maybe the eclipse, exhibited some magical influence on her and made her do all this shit.
Of course it did.
Welcome back, Naomi. Welcome back. You missed people congratulating you for the 5-year anniversary of the Rwandan genocide.
Oh.
Okay, so. Yep. Cheney was discovered at around 5:30 a.m. after neighbors in the couple's apartment building noticed their front door was open and went to check on their well-being. Investigators found tarot cards and black feathers in the apartment. Holy fuck, dude.
Caca!
That's wild. Okay. Give me a second. Chat, talk to Naomi for a minute, okay?
But where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere. I just gotta find something real quick.
What?
Shush. I will beat you.
Why?
And you will deserve it.
I don't deserve anything.
You will deserve it. $2 from when the astrology. $2 from Althea to Columbia when the astrology check sounds like modern politics. Okay. I figured you might as well talk about some of this bonus stuff right now, since we don't have any other reason to talk about it any other time. So let's do it real quick. Okay? This person got an image, a really good image of the eclipse, and says, "Full totality, lasts about 3 minutes." And then this person, this progressive here, replies, "The Navajo people are asking that you post warnings before posting eclipse pictures, as it disrupts their prayers and rituals, by the way."
If they're in the middle of prayers and rituals, why are they online?
Well, no, the point is
Yeah, but why are they online if they're in prayers and rituals? It doesn't make any sense.
Listen.
No.
If you post a picture of the eclipse, you're actually being racist towards the Navajo people, because your weird materialist, consumerist, modernist practices are disrupting their spiritual experience because they use the moon in their magics, and so you're being racist if you don't accept.
You assume I didn't know that already. Everything's racist. Everything you do is racist. All racist. So it doesn't matter. You're going to be racist against someone accidentally, so that's just the way it is.
Dude,
just don't be overtly racist on purpose and you're fine.
Dude. I just love there's like a weird intersection between like stupid spiritualism and leftist like race realism when it comes to Native people. Because okay, so the commonly accepted scientific explanation for different races is just like we all came out of Africa and then we just changed over time and became different like ethnic groups, right?
Based on the sun and temperature.
Yeah. But the idea is that we're all the same species.
Yes.
Right? There's an idea that the Nazis put forward that actually each race evolved from different animals and we're all fundamentally different. And so like Native Americans actually did not travel from across Asia into North and South America through a land bridge. They didn't do that. They actually evolved from the wildlife of North America and South America. All right, that was like a Nazi view, and Native American activists have adopted this view because they say we're actually fundamentally different from you white people. We don't have the same ancestry. We are a different people, and in fact, you can't say anything about like it's the same argument, but now used in the service of like left-wing politics.
That's so weird. I evolved from the lizard.
No, and I did a video actually on being indigenous, and then Stardust reacted to that video on her stream, and then like a left-wing Native activist showed up in her chat and started screaming how everyone was racist for thinking that we're all the same species. It's like, if you think that natives are the same as white people, like part of the same species, you're a racist. Because guess what? Our spiritualism says that we sprouted from the ground from when the Great Spirit created humanity, and our tales tell us something different. And if you are putting something, if you are putting forward a different idea that goes against our culture, you're a racist towards us.
That's fucking weird. I thought everyone was like universally accepted that people are like dogs. Like, you know, there's all those different
dog
breed
breeds.
of dogs, and they look like a fucking Chihuahua looks super different to like a Great Dane, but they're the same. Like, it's the same species. They just look super. I thought that was universally accepted.
What's happening here is that there's this idea that ethnicity is not simply genetics, it's also ethnic practices, it's cultural practices. And so if you disagree with a cultural practice, you're a racist towards the ethnicity. So that's why if you disagree with the native spiritual belief that they are fundamentally different from the rest of humanity, then you're racist towards natives. There's also there's a very famous video from way back in the day where a black immigrant to the United States, she's at a college. She says that in our beliefs, shamans can call lightning down. And then, like, one of the white progressives was like, but that's obviously not true. And they all started screaming that he was a racist. And this is at a college, right? Fucking insane, dude. It's fucking insane. That's kind of where this is going. So, like, yeah, if you take pictures of the eclipse, you're being a racist towards the Navajo people because this is a spiritual event for them.
All right.
The answer, of course, is to be like, yes, I am, and fuck you.
It's dumb.
Okay. Also, here. I want to point this out. Right-wing influencers. It's not just the left being crazy. Right-wing influencers in Canada are spreading the claim that the eclipse is a hoax.
What?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna pause this, and I'm gonna set up the audio so that we can all listen to it, and we're gonna have a good fucking time.
Are we? I don't think that we are.
Hold on. Setting it up. Let's crank it. Okay. Okay. I'll turn it on for you guys. This should be good here.
Wait, can they hear it through their own headphones?
Just let the negative be.
Well, okay, then should be over here, away from the mic, right?
Fine. Well, here we go. I'll mute our mic while we listen to it. Okay.
Just let the negative be. They're trying to scare you. They're coming at us with all this bullshit all at once. Oh, this big eclipse. You better wear your glasses so you don't go blind. Nobody's ever went blind ever fucking looking at an eclipse. Never happened. Show me the proof. Show me the evidence. When the hell have you ever had all these warnings about an eclipse in your entire lifetime? It's never happened, man. Shutting down schools for days on end and bringing in police and National Guard and the idiots in Niagara call a state of emergency. They didn't call that for the eclipse. They called that because they didn't want a big bunch of people over there protesting.
So, that's very clearly a Canadian accent, but holy fuck, is that guy retarded?
Well, like, didn't the last like eclipse like this happen a while ago?
It was 2019 actually, and what ended up happening? No, there's a very famous picture of like Donald Trump looking directly into the fucking eclipse, and he's just like, "What, dude?" like, dude. What the fuck, man? Yeah, the extreme right has IDS, Institution Derangement Syndrome. It's like, man, the government says the eclipse happening. It's not happening, dude.
Well, like, no, like, it's so dumb because I think everyone just needs the reminder because of dumb idiots like this of, hey, you're not supposed to look at the sun with your naked eye. It's bad for your eyes. Just as a reminder, just because the sun is covered by the moon, don't just look at the sun. You're still not supposed to look at the sun because it's bad for your eyes.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, it's not gonna, instantly make you go blind. It's still bad for your eyes, even though it's partially covered, just a reminder.
Dev is a weak non-sun gazer, confirmed.
We didn't even fucking get a partial eclipse here because it was
too cloudy. It was too cloudy to see it, yeah.
So overcast.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep watching it.
I am definitely staying here till after the eclipse. See what happens on that day. Yeah. What are you guys all doing for the big old special eclipse on Monday? See what happens that day. Oh, if I can see it, I'm staring right into that sucker.
Dude, what the fuck? I'm staring right into that sucker. Do I really need glasses to look at the eclipse Monday, or is this a fake news, another liberal
He says
conspiracy?
his teacher told him not to look directly at it, but he didn't listen.
Well, I decided I would just close my left eye and just look up at the sun. And I could see it happening that way, and I thought everything was fine. But over, the next couple of days, I started noticing, something wasn't right with my eyes.
A trip to an eye doctor confirmed
You fucking
Reese had
retard,
burned a
dude.
hole in his retina. He says this is what he sees in his right eye now, a grayed spot obscuring his vision. Reese says his mother was not happy.
She just looked at him and said, "You dummy. You dummy." It was just kind of a lesson learned, a permanent lesson learned. It can be lifelong consequences, that's right.
Now, when an eclipse is on the horizon, Reese likes to spread the word about the importance of safely viewing the event. He said,
Okay, so I also must admit, there was an eclipse back in the 90s, and I did
Then
look
you
at
just
it
look at it, yeah.
as a kid.
Yeah, because you're an idiot.
But here's the thing, I didn't actually suffer any of these effects.
Mhm.
But also, I was a dumb kid.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
like,
no, I mean, okay, I can't call you dumb because I did the same thing as a child. I just looked into the sun and I was like, the sun! I can see it's a circle! Because I was like,
yeah.
I was like 5 or something. I was.
Yep. But still, though, like, it's so stupid, dude.
Everyone's dumb about everything all the time.
And just to round this off, this is from Althist Cody.
I saw this one. I saw this one.
Search results for why do my eyes hurt and my eyes hurt have exploded after the total solar eclipse occurred. Good job, guys. Like, good fucking job. Listen, okay. I understand the very right-wing need to be against the government, but perhaps you should not look directly into the fucking sun because the liberals made the eclipse up. You fucking retards.
Oh, I love it. So good.
Sean King, $5. Damn it, Dev. I should have copyrighted institutional derangement syndrome. Okay.
Okay, moving on.
Shall we move on from this?
Yes.
That was a fun little diversion, but
Yeah.
let us move on. Which one of these was it?
I don't know,
This one.
Dev.
Okay. This is the one that you're gonna like, Naomi.
Am I?
Yeah, because I already talked about
Oh God, no, no.
it. Okay, here we go. Oh. Ontarian wins legal battle for public funding of a gender-affirming surgery argued as experimental. So this is a biological male who is transitioning, but they don't want to like get the vagina installed. They don't. They want to become.
They want to become a Fuda.
They want to become a Fudanari.
Yeah.
So they want to have a penis and a vagina.
Yep.
They want both.
Just no balls.
They want to be a Futa.
Wait, are they gonna get castrated and have no balls? Where do the balls go?
No, castration is when you lose the dick. Emasculation is when you lose the balls.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, he's this person's gonna become a Fuda. Okay. Congrats. It's not me. Okay. An Ontario resident has successfully secured public funding for a specialized gender-affirming surgery argued to be experimental by the public health insurer following a years-long legal battle. The prospective patient, identified only as KS in the documents filed with the Provincial Health Services Appeal and Review Board, was seeking coverage under the Ontario Health Insurance Plan for a penile preserving vaginoplasty.
No, I was right. It's the other way around. You fuck.
Okay, wrong.
I knew a thing.
Sorry, my bad.
I knew.
My bad.
I knew.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry. I guess I'm wrong about it.
Slaps for misinformation.
I like how whenever you're wrong, you never fucking take any L's. You know what?
Wow.
Beatings. Beatings for Naomi.
Ow.
So, they're seeking coverage for a penile preserving vaginoplasty, a procedure in which a vaginal cavity is surgically created while keeping the penis intact. Since 2023, KS has been engaged in a series of appeals to the review board following an initial denial by OHIP to cover the surgery. On April 10th, a final appeal launched by OHIP was dismissed by the Divisional Court of the Ontario Superior Court of Justice. KS, whose identity is protected under a publication ban, identifies as non-binary. She presents as predominantly female and uses she/her pronouns, but she does not align with the gender binary. The reason why KS is seeking this particular procedure is because it aligns with her identity, and having the provincial insurer previously deny her request made her feel less than. Well, you know what? You should feel less than, because you are less than. Simple as that. If you want to be a futa, you should have to pay for it, and not have the taxpayer pay for it. Fuck you. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying pay for it.
Yeah.
There have been so many times that I've had to justify myself to just be. People who aren't trans or non-binary don't have to get that permission to exist. You have the permission to exist as a futa. You just have to do it yourself. You fucking retard. Anyway, Wednesday's decision, she's ecstatic. I've been waiting for this day for years, she said through her lawyer. Though I know there is still time for OHIP to keep attempting to appeal this, I am relishing this day as it's an extraordinarily huge milestone. All right. At this time, the procedure is only offered by a small number of private clinics, none of which are in Canada, and there is no peer-reviewed research on the outcomes of the technique.
Listen, if they're not even available in Canada, why do we have to pay for it?
Because Canada is cucked and will do anything as long as someone screams bigot loud enough.
Sigh. Sigh.
Yep.
Sigh. Also, that's an actual disease. Liberty or dead. Of someone who's just like, I need you to cut my leg off, and the doctors are like, your leg is perfectly fine. They're just like, no, I need you to cut it off. And
Yep.
I can't have a leg. I need you to cut it off. That's an actual disease.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yep. By the way, I don't know if you've seen this recently, but there has been a push for like trans cell rights.
I'm just thinking about incels. What do you mean?
Oh no, they're trans incels. So these are trans women who are transbians. So they're trans women who are lesbians who want to have sex with cis women, and cis women reject them because like cis women lesbians want other women. They don't want trans women, right? So they're basically saying that this is bigotry, that the lesbian won't suck the dick, bigot, and so the trans cell movement is basically saying that if trans women do not have a right to sex with lesbians, that they're being discriminated against because lesbians don't view them as real women. And so the push, the craziest among them is that I've seen them say that it should be okay to rape lesbians because trans women have less institutional privilege than lesbians do. So it's actually not rape, it's taking back from the oppressor.
Everyone's dumb. I hate this. Oh, no, the question was, is it morally good to go through cutting a person's leg off if their leg is fine? I think you and me had this discussion in private, and we kind of like more or less agreed that it was fine.
No, I said that if there's no other possible treatment, then yes. But
Yeah.
but here's the thing: for gender dysphoria, there seems to be no other functional treatment.
Yeah.
For this, there are other treatments. So that's
Yeah.
the difference between the two of them.
This
So
is
yeah.
dumb. Everything's.
So yeah, in the trans new world order, basically the trans women will be raping the lesbians 24/7, and they will have the legal right to do so.
Jesus Christ.
That's going to be someone's fetish material. Actually, what's really funny is like someone on Tumblr wrote a story about that, and it's like very clearly a fetish story, right?
Of course it is.
Well, hold on, it's very clearly meant to be a story that you read and jack off to, right?
Mhm.
It's like erotic literature, and it's like the trans new world order where like women are just being raped by trans women constantly, and like men don't exist anymore because they wipe them all out.
It's so,
So, like-
fucking stupid.
Well,
like, you
hold
know,
on,
but like
it's an erotic fiction. Like
no,
it's,
yes, I understand, but you think that like they wouldn't rape the other woman because it would actually be like really bad for the dysphoria to fucking rape someone with their dick that they don't want to have.
Well, not in this story. In this story, basically, trans women were like, basically said like, trans women are victims because they're still victims of their own male biology that still exists within them. So in order to relieve their maleness, they must just like rape women and get it out of them. And then after they rape them, they feel better and they feel more feminine again because all the male influence has been like expelled through their penis. That's the fucking story. So here's the thing, right?
I don't want to talk
No,
about this.
just hear me out. Hear me out, because
I don't want it.
this is very clearly like erotic fiction, right? But someone took passages from the story, posted it on Twitter in right-wing Twitter, and said, "This is what trans women actually want." And then it went viral on right-wing Twitter, thinking that it was actually a real like manifesto. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude.
It's really funny. Okay, next article.
Wait,
No.
is there anything more about this?
This is stupid.
Well, keep in
and
mind that
Canada
everyone said
shouldn't
that
have
you
to
wanted
pay
to be a
for it.
Fuda, so why don't you do this?
Because, okay, listen, no. What I want is the magical ability to fully change my gender whenever I want to. So, like, one day I'll be a girl, and then magically I can transform myself to be a boy. That's what I want. Technology isn't there yet, so I will not be satisfied, so
It'll
I'll
never
just
be there,
stay.
Daniels.
So I'll just stay the way I am until technology gets there.
Okay, hold on. With the vast push rightward stemming from the recent strong anti-equality ideology, it's been a second dark ages for us in the 2S LGBTQIA+ community as of late, so this very appropriate and correct verdict is a breath of fresh air. The fight for healthcare, rights, and equality is far from over, but to all the other trans, non-binary, or gender non-conforming people out there, I want to tell them that there is hope. Just keep going and never give up on who you are. A Futa. This is ridiculous, dude.
This is so stupid.
Police charge the director of Miss Nicaragua pageant with running a beauty queen coup plot.
What?
So, you guys are gonna like this. Nicaraguan police said on Friday that they want to arrest the director of the Miss Nicaragua pageant, accusing her of intention. Wait, hold on. So trans after net clarity? Yes. Lady Columbia, yes, thank you for the $2. Okay, so Nicaraguan police said they want to arrest the director of the Miss Nicaragua pageant, accusing her of intentionally rigging contests so that anti-government beauty queens would win pageants as part of a plot to overthrow the government.
Wow.
The charges against the pageant director, Karen Celeberti, would not be out of place in a vintage James Bond movie with a repressive, closed-off government, coup plotting claims, foreign agents, and beauty queens. It all started on November 18th when Miss Nicaragua's Sheenus, actually called Sheenus. Maybe she's a Futa.
Maybe.
Sheenus Palacios won the Miss Universe competition. The government of President Daniel Ortega briefly thought it had scored a rare public relations victory, calling her win a moment of legitimate joy and pride.
She's very pretty.
She is very pretty.
Mm.
Wait, was she trans? I keep hearing that like a recent Miss Universe person was a trans, but I don't know.
Was at trans.
Kill him. But the tone quickly soured the day after the win when it emerged that Palacios had posted photos of herself on Facebook participating in one of the massed anti-government protests in 2018. The protests were violently repressed, and human rights officials say that 355 people were killed by the government forces. Ortega claimed the protests were an attempted coup with foreign backing, aimed for his overthrow. His opponents say that Nicaraguans are protesting his increasingly repressive rule and seemingly endless urge to hold on to power. So, and yes, the winner participated actively on the internet, in the streets, and the terrorist actions of a failed coup. Okay. She then slipped through the hands of police. Okay. Her husband, and her son face charges of treason to the motherland. They have not spoken publicly about the charges against them. She has remained in contact with traders and offered to employ the franchises, platforms, and spaces supposedly used to promote innocent beauty pageants in a conspiracy orchestrated to convert the contestants into traps and political ambushes financed by foreign agents. Right. So, basically, this is all just like history now of the various protests. But yeah, this person was using the Miss Nicaragua pageant to bring in people who were anti-government and then promoting anti-government sentiment through the beauty pageant.
Based.
And their plan was to, I don't know, somehow coup the government using their hot chicks.
Sounds good.
Is that how they'll do it?
Yep.
Wow.
There'll just be distractions while the squadron sneaks in from behind.
Okay, dude. A gay Spanish politician with a left-wing governing party resigns after photos circulate showing him eating his own feces.
Why?
So
Why? Why?
Do you guys recall the whole like Nigerian Christian guy who was like, we oppose the gays because they eat the poo-poo?
Oh my god, I forgot about
They are literally eating the poo-poo. So here's the picture. It's censored, so you can't see it, but a picture of him eating his own shit off the bathroom floor while he's naked.
Wait, is that him?
That's him.
You're so hot. Why would you do that? Be better.
Because he wants to, I guess. He wants to eat the poo-poo. Gays eat the poo-poo, Naomi. A gay Spanish counselor has resigned from his position as photos were publicized of him eating his own excrement as part of a scat fetish. Yeah. So he's on the council for Illescas, a small town of around 30,000 people just south of the country's capital. He represented PSOE, the main left-wing party in Spain, whose leader is currently the prime minister. In mid-February, photos and videos of him were shared that he had posted on social media accounts and on pornographic websites. In one video, the counselor, who's in his late 20s, is seemingly naked on the floor eating his own shit. Is a man not entitled to the poo-poo of his own butt?
No.
A report from the French news source FDS claimed that the politician was offering himself up for sexual use and described himself as wanting to be exposed, humiliated, and degraded. He also described his desire to eat cocks, be a whore, and be used as a urinal.
Where was he? Where was he saying these things?
On his porn accounts.
Well, that's porn accounts. That makes sense.
Yeah, but he also posted porn of him eating shit, Naomi.
Yes, that's also gross.
This is not the same thing as a random person having like an alt account. It's not linked to them where they post like replies on Pornhub videos.
You know what everyone needs to do in
What's
porn?
that?
There's no more
What's that?
no more faces allowed in porn. Everyone just needs to wear masquerade masks. Big fucking feathered masquerade masks that cover their whole face. There's no faces allowed in porn anymore. That's the way that's the way it should be.
So let's see here. So he reported the leaking of the photographs and videos to the police, who began investigating. He attended the February council meeting with total normality, where the leaks were only a residual issue. However, on March 22nd, more photographs of the counselor began to spread around town during the traditional Palm Sunday celebrations, and nothing else was talked about. Further images of Gomez were available on the internet, where he was naked and his official council ID was visible. Why would you have your official council ID visible, you fucking retard, dude?
You know what? This guy was literally just stupid. He was too Coomer-brained.
He was
Coomer-brained to be a politician.
He was forced to resign, and he was dismissed from his position as the town council's head of youth, children, and families.
Oh my god. Why? Why do the gays keep giving all the other gays a bad name? Why? Stop it. Stop it.
Eat the poo-poo.
No. Fuck.
Since the resignation, the young counselor has left his family home in the town where he resided with his parents. His father, a former police officer, had retired the same week.
You know what I feel?
This guy ruined everything for his whole family by eating some shit.
You know what I feel whenever I read insane articles like this? By superiority.
By superiority. Base.
God.
A historic bookshop is to close after 144 years.
Cry.
It's like a nice looking bookshop. Look at that.
Yeah.
A bookshop famed for its ornate oak frontage has announced its closure after more than 140 years. J&G Ennis will shut its doors for good on Hogmanay, having been run by the same family in St. Andrews since 1879.
You added like 3 N's in there. There was only one.
The store attracted Hollywood royalty to its distinctive hand-carved exterior and became a staple of the town. Owner Jude Ennis said she wanted to retire in order to spend time with her family. A statement thanking customers for their support appeared online over the weekend. Jude said it had been a tough decision to walk away from the shop, but added she felt that it was the right time. The shop has been passed down through 4 generations on my father's side, but me and my sisters felt the time was right. We all have families and loved ones we want to spend time with. I'm not sure what happens to the iconic building now. So, yeah, basically just the history of the shop. But basically, it's been around for a long time. People love this place. Mm-hmm. Multiple TV shows have been filmed here because of how it looks. Mm-hmm. And it's finally closing.
Oh.
R.I.P. The shop's going under. Mm-hmm. Maybe someone will take it over. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe.
If they do, they'll probably ruin it, because that's the way things are.
That's what they are.
Yep.
In my 40s, I'm suddenly haunted by the number of men I've slept with.
Haven't we read this article before?
Nope, just very similar.
Haven't we read this before?
Nope, we have not. We have not. I've been with an ideal partner for years, but my sexual history is now bothering me. Why? It's because you were a slut.
Now you kind of regret being
and now
a
you
slut.
regret being a slut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it the whole fucking
Also, I wish I hadn't slept with so many men. And then
Okay,
just...
there you go. End of article.
No.
that's it.
I'll
That's
find
fine.
it.
No. Why do you do this?
Because you are wanting to rush ahead because you got to go to work in an hour.
I need to start getting ready in half an hour.
We'll finish this up by half an hour.
No, we won't, because
That's
you're
right.
fucking slow.
We'll finish it by half an hour, Naomi.
I'm not gonna. If it hits 3 o'clock, I'm leaving.
Why?
To go get ready.
But you work at 4. You have time.
Yeah, that's why I get ready at 3.
Yeah, but you're getting ready. It's like 45 minutes lying around, then 15 minutes getting ready, then driving to work 5 minutes late.
Also, I'd like to eat.
Eh? We had breakfast.
Before I go to work where I cannot eat anymore.
Oh, by the way, I'm making dinner. I'm making the udon again tonight.
Okay, cool.
What, you don't want the udon?
Sigh.
In my 40s, I'm suddenly haunted by the number of men that I've slept with. I wish I hadn't slept with so many men. I am in my mid-40s and I've been with a lovely man for many years, and I'm suddenly haunted by all the bodies I've encountered, particularly as most of the sex was very unsatisfying. I don't know why, I'm suddenly bothered by it. This is like a mail-in column thing, so let's see. Let's see the person's reply to this. Dear Disconcerted, something seems to happen at those extreme points in our life where we feel either truly safe or problematically splintered. The paper of time folds over, 2 points meet, and we feel a need, viscerally, to connect with the person we were. Sometimes it can happen when external events trigger a feeling. Emilia's husband felt it when his daughter reached the age that he was sent to boarding school. There he was, looking at an 8-year-old and wondering, how was this even possible? Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, once you reach the age that like your dad was when he got married, or he had a kid, or he died, you're gonna feel a bit weird, or
Yeah.
your mom, or whatever. Yeah. Perhaps you now have young women in your life, and you wonder how to prepare them for the maze of sexual politics, how to protect them from the confusing morass of cultural messaging. Saint or a sinner, sexy or frigid, goddess or whore? You, like us, grew up with the emergence of the ladette. Those hard-drinking, hard-partying girls were the wallpaper to our 20s. So you partied hard. So what? Well, this doesn't reply. Like, listen, her feelings are reasonable.
Yeah.
$2, Lady Columbia. These women are why we have to monitor blonde. No, it's, man, everyone grows up and looks back on some dumb things they did, sexual or otherwise, and says, man, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
That was a big fuck up.
Yeah.
All right? You ruin a relationship, you treat someone poorly, you fail at a school, you lose a good job, you get caught like committing a crime. Like there's so many things that people fuck up, and they look back on when they're older and they're wiser, and they say, that was a mess up. Like, how could I have done that? How could I have been that stupid? How could I have been that person? I'm so ashamed of who I was. Right? That's a normal human experience that everyone has. This person, I think, is explicitly making it political and talking about it in this way, probably because they think that it's not normal and it shouldn't have happened to them, but it actually is normal and it should have happened to them.
Yeah.
And also, more importantly, like, it's still your fault ultimately. Like, you did it,
Yeah.
Now you must live with it.
Yeah.
It's not society's fault that you did it. It's your fault, It's not society's fault that you feel bad. It's your fault,
Yeah, just
So-
don't feel bad.
Giga Chad.
Chad.
But yeah, like, here's the thing. She's not an old, shame the old spinster. She's not a spinster though, because she's in a relationship now.
Yeah.
I mean, here, without any details, are there any sexual experiences before me that you regret having?
Many.
Same with me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's normal, right?
You know what's funny is that I think you end up regretting more bad sexual experiences when you're with someone who gives you like good ones, because it's like, why did I ever suffer through those bad ones when I could have had this, even though realistically you couldn't have technically had that right at that moment in time, because like you didn't know the person.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think it's the way it is. It's like once you have good things, you just regret the times you didn't have good things.
So someone in the chat's like, and you wonder why people are incels. No, it's not about that, man. Because like, it's every experience, not just sexual ones. And men regret sexual experiences too. All right.
Yeah.
There are so many like there's a stereotype of guys who are like, don't care, got laid, and some guys are like that. But there are a lot of guys out there who are like, man, I wish I didn't fuck that chick.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have fucked that chick.
All the people who stuck their dick in crazy.
Yeah, man. So,
but I think like like you could use the example of jobs too, right? Of just like, why did I ever suffer through that bad job when I could have just had a good job, even though you obviously couldn't have had that good job yet.
Snart again. I can't read that.
Just Google Translate it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Thanks for the $10, but I can't read it. Okay, I'll Google Translate. Like how it already knows. Because I think I have it copied pasted. Right. Didn't translate from Bosnian. No, from Norwegian, dude. No, it is Bosnian. Okay. My grandfather has been plowing the fields of heaven for a long time, but my grandmother still keeps all the things in the image of our saint. On the day I was born, a walnut tree was planted there, and now children are playing in the yard under the thick canopy. Some new kids. Yeah. It's one of those things where eventually you have to let go, right?
Yeah.
Like, my grandmother's house back in my hometown, which you passed by many times whenever we visited.
Mm-hmm.
When I was maybe 10, my dad and one of his brothers got together and they like made a new walkway in the front of the house. So they like dug out the old one and they put the wood in and they poured the concrete. And then we had the opportunity to like put our handprints in it, or like draw our initials, right? And all the various cousins were around. Did it. So like my younger cousins are like putting their handprints in, and like, like there's like 5 or 6 prints and like 5 or 6 initials. And my parents wanted me to do it, and I was like, I don't really care, and I didn't do it because I was not that kind of kid. And I wouldn't have been, right? I was like, no, I don't care. However, for a long time, as I would walk by that street growing up, in the years and years and years to come, there'd be the handprints, there'd be the initials. And it's like, okay, all right. Eventually, my grandmother died, and the house was sold. And the house has now gone through 3 or 4 different owners since she died, back in my hometown. And eventually they made a new walkway.
Yeah.
And now it's gone.
Yeah.
And I remember my my family getting mad about it. And it wasn't
didn't own the house anymore.
Yeah, but like they weren't like screaming mad or anything, but like they were like, "Oh man, it sucks that it's gone." Like fuck that. Like it's like, well, no, it's not. Like at some point you must let go of the things that you cherish because you are not the center anymore,
Yeah.
Like you plant a tree and the tree grows and then other kids play in the tree and now it's their space, not yours. That's part of what going through the stages of life is that places that you used to hang out with become someone else's hangout. And now it's not your place anymore. You just have memories of it, but it's gone now for you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's bittersweet, but you can't rage at other people for doing what is normal for them. You know what I mean?
That's the lyrics to a song about the exact feeling you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Okay, so can we move on?
Sure.
But I agree with you. Hello. What?
Social media's outrage over a new anime called Modate Yo, Adam Kun.
All their boobs are too big.
No, they're not. No, they're not good. So you were angry at the gushing over Magical Girls anime because the girl is too young. She's 14 and she's like,
yeah, well, like it's fucking weird. It's weird. It's very sexual and it's weird. Like, I mean,
she's 14 years old. Yeah, and honestly, she doesn't even look like she's 14. She looks like she looks like she's more like 17. But yeah, she's 14 is weird.
Like 14 is weird. Like honestly, like make them like 16 or 17, and that's like an okay age range to do like slightly sexual things in anime with other appropriately aged characters to that character.
Yep, I know what you mean. So did Sammy G write this? I get your point. Where's Sammy anyway? I keep not knowing where she is. Anyway, listen. In that anime, the TLDR of it was 14-year-old girl is a fan of magical girls. And there's magical girls in her city defending her city.
Yep.
And she's like a fangirl. She's like, oh, they're so cool. And then she gets corrupted by one of the villains who are against the magical girls. And she becomes like an enemy, like unwillingly. And she's like, oh no, I've been corrupted. But then she also realizes she has a massive fetish for magical girls.
Hurting magical girls.
Hurting them, yeah.
She's a sadist.
Yeah. So this came out in like the same time and is being shit on for roughly the same reasons by the same people. Okay. Writhe in Agony, Adam Kuhn.
The harem.
Yeah. It's caused an uproar due to it being an adult anime containing fictional underage girls. I think these girls are not 14. These girls are more like 17.
That's fine.
16 or 17. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's fine. I just
So-
think 14 is too young to be doing that weird stuff.
There's 3 different versions. There's the slightly lewd but safe TV version,
Mhm.
the more explicit version that is available on some channels late at night, and then the paid version, which is fully explicit. So the actual porn version of the show. Yeah. So basically, these are 4 girls who like.
Well, she's not fucking 16 or 17. That's an adult.
That's a teacher, yeah.
Yeah.
but the point is that these girls like torturing this one guy named Adam,
Yes.
and they're just like,
Yeah.
I just like hurting you, and it's sexual.
It turns me on. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is for the guys who are subs.
Yeah. Blonde $2. This is from the girl who was 18 and dated a 30-year-old. Yeah.
Was 19 and dated
So-
a 29-year-old.
Twitter users, 1929. That's the our age gap is like 10 years, guys. 1929, not 1830. You fucking weirdos. Okay. Twitter users were upset due to there being fictional underage girls, coupled with the fact that there's full-blown intercourse. Yeah. Sexualized schoolgirls. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. When I said I was tired of isekai anime, I didn't mean I want to go back to ecchi anime. Yes, go back to them. They're based. I can already tell the incels are going to love this. What's crazy to me is that they make shit like this. They call it adult, and the center of sexuality are high schoolers. And like this shouldn't even exist. Listen, guys.
You know
Listen,
my argument?
high school teenagers have sex.
Yeah.
Deal with it, you fucking prudes.
Yeah, that's why, like, I don't mind the anime being sexual. 14's too young, but, like, 15 or 16 or whatever, like, middle of high school, you're probably in, like, grade 11.
Yeah, but I mean, I had sex at 14.
Yes, I understand that. I didn't have sex at 14, so you're more of a
For
fucking
you-
coomer than I am.
For you, it was 16, right? Your first
Yeah.
time? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why middle of high school, you're gonna start doing sexual things, then you make the cartoon sexual stuff, so they can also enjoy it.
Also, other people started having sex at 14 too in my
Yeah,
school.
well, you're a coomer.
Okay.
Coomer brained. Should have waited.
This is wrong. Why are people praising this? Get it canceled.
This is dumb.
Fuck you.
It obviously shouldn't be canceled, unless it's really, really fucking bad.
One look, and this might be contender for the landfill trash anime of 2024. Fuck you, dude. I got bullied for watching anime. The anime in question.
Well, I mean, listen. If you're telling people that if you're just telling your school chums you're watching this anime for the plot, then they know that you're fucking wrong and you still need to go for it.
It ain't even dropped, and I know it about to be next level degeneracy. What's funny is that like these are left-leaning people,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
these are people who are like have no problem with your kids going to the drag queen show,
Mhm.
no problem with all this shit being spread to children in classrooms.
Mhm.
But the minute it's an anime,
Mhm.
they lose their fucking marbles, dude.
Yeah.
50 kroner, thank you. This is old news, but some Norwegian college students got in trouble for having a party bus named Donkey Schlong that had a sexy naked picture of DK.
Fucking
Dude,
why?
You gotta send me that. That's fucking hilarious. I want to see it. Okay. This is some grade A trash fire. Yeah. And Derek Dev got a new job. This looks fucking disgusting. How come adult anime are never about adults? They often are.
Well, no, that interspecies reviewers is all about adults.
Yep.
Everyone there is an adult.
$2 and 2,100. Everyone's average first time will be 45 years old. That's a high schooler. No. This could be the worst show known to man, and people would call it peak because it's lewd. Yes, based.
Lewd.
This looks ugly. Most H content usually does, but I don't often see it come to TV. This honestly looks repulsing.
Sure.
Who unironically watches this slop?
They
Looks
watch
like-
it for the plot.
Looks like something 6 stars would watch. What does that mean?
Don't know.
I mean, there's the N word,
Pedophiles.
the F word, pedos, maybe? I don't know.
Pedos.
I thought we were past this in the anime community. LMFAO, not again. Oh, fuck off, dude. Discussing piece of media. Like, it's all just, don't let that shit air. Cancel it. See, I fucking hate
Of shame in our society.
Anyway, yeah. You know what? I'm going to watch it. Just to piss these people off. I'm just going to watch it.
Okay, have fun watching it for the plot, Duff.
Yeah. Well, so are you. You're going to watch it for the plot, too.
I'm not watching it. I don't fucking care.
Like, you can see, like, just the slightest hint of butt cheek right there.
That's how you know it's an actual super lewd anime.
Yep.
Because you can see the butt cheek instead
So,
of it just not being there.
Of the girls, who would you?
I don't
Tomboy
know.
girl?
I don't know.
Because you usually want muscle girls to, like, just absolutely fucking ream you.
Sure. I don't know. I don't really care.
You know, no interest?
No.
Well, here's the thing. You used to hate blondes. Now you like blondes. Things are changing in the Naomi brain. You go on to the next one? $5 from Megalag. Figure it out, Naomi. $5 for Megaleg. People had no issue with the movie starring Timothy Chalamet called "Call Me by Your Name, Get By." I don't know what that movie is. I'm sorry. Okay. As Kate announces her treatment for cancer, a look at recent events that have fueled rumors. So I don't know if you heard, but Kate, the Princess of Wales, is undergoing chemo for cancer.
Yep, I don't really know
Yeah.
anything about the royal family, so I know one of them has
Um,
cancer, and that's the extent of my knowledge. And I know
it's-
one of them is a pedophile. Is
Two,
a pedophile king?
no, that's
Okay.
Prince Andrew. $2 from the University of Columbia. It's not safe horny for them, therefore cancel. Yeah, fair enough. No. Basically, Kate's been like missing for the past 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, because she had cancer.
No, but there's been weird like Photoshop pictures of her, and they're like,
Yeah.
"This is a real picture." It's, like, it's very clearly not.
No.
So like,
Listen, anytime, if you just listen to any fucking paparazzi about anything, you're an idiot. But also, anytime a celebrity goes out of the fucking... isn't surrounded by paparazzi for more than a fucking day, everyone goes insane because they're just like, we don't know everything about them 24/7.
yep,
It's
yep,
stupid.
yep.
Okay, we got 9 minutes.
Okay. First came the royal health shock headlines when palace officials announced that King Charles, the king and Kate both have cancer.
Shit.
An absence of information about Kate's health and whereabouts fueled an increasingly frenzied rumor mill that made its way from the fringe of social media to the front pages around the world.
That must fucking suck. I became king. I now have cancer. Well, shit.
Man, that sucks for her, man.
Yeah, I
Damn.
feel bad for her. Cancer always sucks. It's the worst.
Mhm.
Hashtag 2024. Cancer is bad.
So anyway, there's are the picture are the doctored pictures in here?
No.
No, it's just like, okay, I want to show you some of the pictures.
Well, we don't have time to go
No,
over
but the chat
pictures.
wants to see them, so I will do it. Give me a moment, Naomi. Okay. Okay. Right. Are these them? Is this them? Where is it? I think. Fuck. Where is it? I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Yeah, here it is. Who edited? Yeah, Kate Middleton's edited Mother's Day photo. Yeah. So like, this is the photo
Mhm.
they put out there,
Mhm.
and people are looking at it and it's like, there's something wrong here. This doesn't make any sense.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
I'm actually really bad at telling when things are photoshopped unless it's incredibly obvious. So
Yeah. And so, yeah, she announced her cancer diagnosis on March 22nd, but this is from March 12th about the doctored image. And people, when this came up, people were like, why are you doctoring images of Kate Middleton?
Mhm.
Like, why? And yeah, this goes through like all the reasons. Yeah. I spoke to a professional photographer and who has experience retouching and capturing private events. So they go in with the photo, went through all the flubs. Okay, let's see the flubs. Here's the flubs. These are things that are wrong about the photo that looks bad. Look at that. There's no shadowing on the wrist at all.
Hmm.
Yep, the hair looks a bit weird. And look, that skirt there makes no sense, that skirt bit.
Mhm.
So yeah, it seemed like they kind of doctored this photo up because it probably wasn't actually Kate sitting there.
Probably.
Yeah. The blurring on the hand. Kate's right hand should not be this blurry. Yeah. Yep. The triangle of space is distorted. Yep. Man. The blurriness of the hair. Yeah, the hair there. The zipper doesn't really match. Yeah. C, D, and E are all reasons this is not the face from the actual photo. It's from a different photo of her, maybe an older one.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
Bet you the PR team was just like, hey, they haven't seen you in public for a bit. You're gonna put out a Mother's Day picture. And she's like, well, I look like shit. I don't really wanna.
yep.
And then they were just like, you gotta. And so she was like, well, I guess you're gonna have to doctor it. Do.
Because she was in the middle of her cancer treatments, dude.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Okay. Man charged in the strangling death of Chicago teen Amaris Parker.
Womp. That sucks.
A man has been charged with strangling a 15-year-old last week in the South Shore neighborhood. Joshua Williams, 24 years old, charged with first-degree murder. He strangled her on December 12th in the 1700 apartment block. Her body was found in a building on 7:24 p.m. They had been dating. 24-year-old dating a 15-year-old.
Ew. Why? No fucking wonder he strangled her. He's fucked in the head.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Her family had filed several missing persons reports when she had to leave her home. She went to the home of a neighbor of Williams, asked to use her phone to call her mother to get picked up. When her mother went to Williams to pick her up, she couldn't find her. She couldn't find Parker, who called again next morning to ask to be picked up. This time, when Parker's mother went to pick her up, she got in her mother's car and went home with her and told her mother Williams would not let her leave. Parker told her mother that she escaped when Williams thought she was in the bathroom. When Parker's mother left the apartment that day to pick up her other daughter from school, she returned home to find Parker gone. Parker had returned to Williams' home on December 11th and stayed overnight. Neighbors heard them arguing that night. On 7 p.m. on December 12th, Williams called his cousin and a friend and told them Williams was foaming at the mouth. He didn't know what to do because he choked her out.
Jesus Christ. You know what? I don't, like, he's obviously fucked in the head and and like, probably groomed her a little bit.
Yep.
But I'll never understand the thought process of, like, a teenager and being like, oh, yes, I should totally date someone who's not in high school. Like, I legitimately don't understand. Like, as a person who was just like, yeah, sex in high school. Like, I was just like, when I hit, like, 19 or 20, then I can have sex with whoever the fuck I want. I don't care.
To be fair, you first came on to me at 18.
Yeah.
And I rejected you.
Yeah, well,
then at 19 we started dating.
Again, with the fact that I didn't actually realize how much older you were than me. I only thought you were, like, maybe 5 years older than me. Okay?
Okay. If I turned to you, when that first day you came on to me, if I turned to you and said, yes, by the way, I'm 10 years older than you, would you have been like, okay?
I would have been like, Hoop, Kate, listen, nope. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, actually.
Wow!
Yeah.
Oh, I see how you feel about me now, Naomi.
Yeah, I do. You're an old man and I'm just robbing the grave.
Naomi groomed me, yeah.
Yep.
Can't believe it.
Yep. I groomed you to rob the cradle.
Anyway, a necklace was lodged in her throat and her neck was red and cut.
Jesus.
She also had scratches on the side of her face. She was pronounced dead at the scene.
Fuck.
Fucking hell, dude. Her windpipe was crushed.
Yep. Next article. You got 3 minutes.
Jesus, dude.
3 minutes.
Okay, what were these last ones? Okay. You know what? We'll just do those next time.
Ah!
Naomi's canceling it early.
Well, listen. I didn't expect you to take a fucking hour just dicking around with the chat.
How could you do this? How could this happen to me?
Because you made your mistakes.
It's called
Because you
dating,
were
Naomi.
dumb. Fuck you.
Let's read the final super chats before we go. Do it without the wench. Fuck you. Aggressive switch is based. Get domed, then sub him. Says it here to Lady Columbia. Thanks for the $2. $5 from Rana. Thank you, dude. With the anime, notice how everyone is up in arms about the girls being teens, but no one says a word about the guy being a teen as well. Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, no, like, as long as the guy's also a teenager, like, it's fine. It's not like it's this, oh,
Wait,
yes.
really? What if someone drew an anime of, like, a 5-year-old guy and a 5-year-old girl fucking?
No, see, I'm actually personally not really okay with that, but, like, I also don't want people to go to jail for it.
Yeah, same. To be honest, same.
Like,
yeah.
but, like, the pedos should have something to do other than diddle real-life children. You
Mhm.
know? I don't like it, but
Yep.
that's just
No, I agree.
the way it is.
I don't like how Naomi makes Dev speedrun the sip. That's your fault, Naomi.
I can't win. Either I get complaints that I make you speedrun, or I get complaints that you just do your stuff and I should be making sure you're not getting distracted. I can't win.
Boku
It's
no
okay.
Pico Academia based.
No! Anyway, but like if it's...
Blonde. Oh, go on.
No, I don't even remember
Okay.
my point. I
Blonde,
lost it.
breaking Chicago. Stop the presses. Is that all super chats? That's
It is.
all of them.
Yep.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Listen, chat, thank you very much for all of your support today. You've been quite incredible. I think this might be the most super chats we ever got on a sip before. However, it's not the most viewers we've had, which is surprising. Like
Oh.
we usually get like 600 viewers, 500, 600. This time we peaked at 400. But
Oh.
still, for all you guys who were here, you guys are very, very generous today. So I really appreciate all the money you're throwing at me recently. I do appreciate it. Let's go raid my good pal Chud Logic, of course. I think Chud's currently still on, right? Is he? Is Chud around? Fucking Chud?
Do you know what you're doing?
Chud is still on. Yes, he is. So let's go raid Chud. Let's get out of here. Naomi's got to go eat some food and get changed for work in an hour. And I've got work to do tonight. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.